Join the league. Join the league.
Albums of power.
Debates. Open your mind.
So, a community is where you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your commerce. We don't control none of that. We live in a good. Well, what about the people that said, get out? Well, my cousin, he is a multi-millionaire, almost $1 billion. 3 PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago, and it's Rolls Royce, and Jones himself, and he hit his siren, looked to the mirror, and his cop car, flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heartbeat fast. But he knew the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passing by, he said, thank God, you wasn't after you in the first place, Paul. And Negro said, you can't get away from this university. They wasn't coming after you. With all your failures, with your road bars, with your PhD, didn't help. Why do you think you never pick up a paper street over and over see white families thousands of black cops in America? Why don't you see white families cry? That's like cops got my mouth one point. I put the back of the head. Why do you think black cops are making more spirits? And they been said, no. They got some sense to know that black people I was talking about this good when we were trying, we were not talking. Now, if we organize, which is hard to organize people who are just crazy, you don't look crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, we said, look, we said, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that any time a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license in Mexico to drive a car. And if you use it wrong, then you lose your license. And in hotel, you can never work again as a cop or a store boy or some kind of detective. How do you get Congress to put that? You take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, we call it for an exercise for a kind of Christmas and destroy on Thanksgiving. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People did this all year. It was like just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happened now? Huh? Thanksgiving guys, Georgia, season over, they will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, Senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power with the system that wiped us out so bad. The officers come for
Open your minds.
And peace, folks. Welcome back to another edition of the Proper Thought series right here on the old T.P.O.T YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. Tonight, got a good one for y'all tonight. Tonight, we have a super match. Yeah, super match. We have Team Ramil versus Team Fantastic, and we have both captains of both teams throwing down tonight. Brother Ramil Amyr will be here, and also Brother Fantastic will be here as well. Yeah, super match tonight, and they will be debating what's better, the vegan diet or the traditional diet. Now, I'm still waiting for everybody to come up in here. So y'all know how we always start off the show. I always start off the show by thanking all of you good folks, man, for your support, for your views, for your subscriptions, for the time that you take to come up in here and watch this stuff. Because you don't have to do it. You don't have to be subscribed to this damn channel. You don't have to watch these damn videos. And you damn sure don't have to show up here every week. And you definitely don't have darn quarters and 50-cent pieces. But you choose to do so, man. You choose to do it. And like I always say, man, it's plus of y'all, man, that this thing keeps going. And what's good, Brother Kenny Cole? I see you up there, man. It's because of you good folks, man. You know, I'm humbled, I'm honored, man. I'm appreciative, man. And I thank all of you good folks, man, for everything that you do, man. All right, man. I appreciate it. And I don't say it just to kiss your black butts, because you've been following me long enough to know I don't kiss no butts. I say it because I really mean it. And I appreciate all of you good folks. But I have to tell y'all something. Y'all know how YouTube is, man. And YouTube has been fucking with me all month, y'all. I haven't mentioned anything about it, but they've been fucking with me all month. They've been going back into my old shit that I made in 2015 and 2016, and they've been taking videos down and doing all this kind of bullshit. And I found out this afternoon, well, let's do this. How about I do this? I see y'all on the other side of this here commercial. Hold on. Open your mind.
Peace, everyone. You may have noticed the super chat icon is missing because T.P.O.T has been demonetized. Yes, so if you would like to show your support, we would really appreciate it. If so, you have to use the Cash App or StreamYard donation tab. We won't let the speech police at YouTube stop you from showing your support to T.P.O.T. Remember, StreamYard and Cash App is how you donate to T.P.O.T. Thank you.
And one more thing, folks. Kiss my black ass, YouTube. Now back to the show.
You know.
Yeah, they done demonetized my channel, folks. So that and tonight, I know a lot of y'all like the super chat and shit, man, but you know, they demonetized me. I don't get no more AdSense. I don't get none of that shit. And they're not gonna let me reapply for monetization for another 30 days. So I'm jammed up for 30 days because according to them, I violated some type of YouTube whatever, you know, with my videos. Go figure. Me of all people, I violated like these community standards. But like I said, they've been fuck with me all month, y'all. I mean, the whole month of June, they were fuck with me. They knocked down like 5 or 6 of my videos. They said it was hate speech. They said a couple of my videos violated community standards, you know, a whole litany of BS, okay, which is just nonsense because y'all know how I do shit. So there it is. They finally went ahead, took my goddamn monetization, so y'all ain't gonna be able to super chat tonight. So like the little commercial said, if you wanna do like a super chat thing, you're gonna have to hit me on Cash App. The Streamlabs bot will be, you know, playing the Cash App. Most of y'all know my Cash App anyway. So if you want to super chat a question at the end of the debate, y'all know how we do it. Y'all just have to send me the Cash App and say, hey, ask my question, and I'll go ahead and I'll read it out. You know, we have to do it like that, y'all. We ain't gonna change the rules of the debate just because YouTube's fucking with a brother. We're gonna stick with the rules. All right. My debaters are here. I'm waiting for my timekeeper. I don't know. I just hit him up like on a humbug, so I may have to keep the damn time myself, y'all. But let me go ahead and bring in my folks. Without further ado, Brother Ramil. Brother Fantastic. What's good with it, brothers?
What's going on?
What's up? What up? What's up? Can y'all hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, man. X, I don't know what's over. X froze.
Yeah.
Hit X with that Sub-Zero,
right,
man.
I'm back.
There you
go. I'm back. Yeah, I don't. Where my
He borging out a little bit.
Is it just me or is he borging?
No, he borging.
Yeah. Unless somebody out in the audience wants to be the timekeeper. If you want to be timekeeper for tonight, go ahead and let me know. Come on up and be timekeeper, because if not, I'm going to do it myself. All right? If it's somebody out there who think they can keep the time, come on up and you can keep the time tonight. Be special timekeeper for tonight. Honorary timekeeper, if you want. So, in the meantime, let me go ahead and explain the rules for those who don't know what they are. We start out with 7-minute opening statements, right? Each debater has 7 minutes to lay down their premise and their argument. Then after that, we go into something called the rebuttal round, where each debater has 5 minutes. We do a little back and forth with that for a little while. We take a little break, and when we come back, we do something called rapid fire. There's no clock. There's no timekeeper. The brothers get to go mono.
Bugged out again.
Yeah.
You good, X? You there?
He might as well come back and come back in. His connection is real bad.
Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Can anybody hear me?
You good now?
Can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can any motherfuckers like cyborg statics? So, yeah. Like I said, if there's an audience who wants to keep the time, let me know now. I'll bring you right up right now, because we're getting ready to get started. Because if not, I'll just do it myself. Anybody? Somebody? Anybody? No? Maybe so. Damn, nobody want to come up and keep time. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Nobody want to come up and keep the time? All right. I got to do the shit myself. Keep the time, Terrence. You want to keep the time?
Yeah, your internet
Here's my
connection, man.
email.
That joint is real bad, man.
Or what, I'm coming in and out?
Yeah,
Might be
real
losing
bad, man.
bandwidth. Let me drop my camera.
Might have to come back out and come back in.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell is happening, man. I have no idea what's happening right now. I don't know why. All right, let me kill my camera. I might be soaking up too much bandwidth. That might help. All right. How about now? Can y'all hear me now?
Loud and clear. You seem to be.
Yeah.
I ain't got
yeah.
no damn Windows $95 washer. That dollar washer said I got Windows 95. Bullshit, Negro. I got Windows 10 Pro. Y'all motherfuckers is fun. Said I'm gonna put my email in there. Write me. You can come up and keep the clock, man. All right, Terrence B. Did you hear that? Go ahead and do that. Because I don't know where my timekeepers are, man. Oh, my shit is acting really funny right now. It's acting really janky right now. Well, go ahead. We're going to go ahead. And who wants to go first? Who wants to go first?
Man, I'll concede. I'll go. I'm always going first. I'll concede if that's cool. I'll let him go. I'll let Fantastic go first.
All right, Brother Fantastic. You are up, sir. 7 minutes.
All right, what's up, man? So it's upon us a little earlier than expected, but hey, man, let's get this thing going, man. So the debate for the night is a traditional diet versus a vegan diet. It's something that actually came up a few days back on Ramil's channel, and my point tonight will be that you can't beat nature, man. All right, you just can't beat nature. Humans are omnivores. Okay, you have omnivores, carnivores, and herbivores. Okay, and this is something that we're taught in elementary school. Okay, as we all know, omnivores means you eat everything from plant-based diets to meat-based diets and everything in between, fungi and all those other things, right? So for something that's been proven scientifically for, again, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years, when it comes to human beings, for you to say that this new fad, because that's pretty much all it is, of a plant-based diet only, a vegan diet, is the way for human beings to operate long term, is just inaccurate. Okay. I know my opponent is going to bring up the fact and the matter that, down the line, and it's actually going to bolster my point, that is used to in later years for Black men especially to overcome diseases such as cancer, prostate, lung, heart disease, weight issues, all those other things. But all of those things can be maintained if you properly use the traditional diet. Everyone remembers the food pyramid, right? The food pyramid is something that, again, that we're taught in the elementary school stages. And if you have a properly balanced diet, then you will not have all of these food-induced medical conditions. Another big thing is this too. I mean, a lot of these cancers, man, are not necessarily food-induced. Lung cancer is not food-induced. Prostate cancer could not be food-induced. It could be hereditary. So, to say that a lot of these things are because of the foods we choose to eat, which we're naturally made to eat. Again, all of the the options that you pretty much have on the table, that too in itself is inaccurate. What you're going to come to find is that when you properly utilize the foods and eat them at their purest forms, again, another big thing that is taken off the table and not put in the proper context is the hormones, the additives, the lack of micronutrients, a lot of things that come naturally in these animals due to mass production, and trying to keep up with the demand of the meat needed, or the vegetables needed, and a lot of other things needed to supply the masses and the business of selling food and agriculture. That is again a huge culprit in the issue that we're coming up when you talk about the quality of food and the food possibly causing illnesses or whatnot, what have you. Another big issue too is that it's not just the food, but the food is meant to be combined with a healthy intake of water consumption along with exercise. Okay, that's why they say diet and exercise. You can't do one without the other. You can't just exercise and eat whatever the hell you want and expect your body to operate optimally. Just like you can't just eat whatever the hell you want and or eat perfectly and not exercise and expect your body to operate optimally. So the whole thing here is pretty much I'm going to be repeating and giving you information you already know. Not to mention another big thing when it comes to just the number of people who are traditional dieters versus vegans and or vegetarians. So the whole thing again, like I said, this is like a medicinal purposes. I will admit to that at all times. That it can have its benefits, like all things. Hey, certain herbs, we'll just leave it at that, are used for medicinal purposes and meant to help you with medical conditions such as epilepsy, headaches, body aches, pains, appetite, all of those things. Natural herbs you can find, on the planet. That if you use it properly can help you with those ailments. But if you overindulge in those, it can also be adverse side effects. So by all means, it's the same thing when it comes to intake of improper foods, or too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. Okay. If you even vegetables, you eat too much, I think it's vitamin A, that could cause medical issues. You eat too much vitamin C, that could cause medical issues. There's a lot of things where, again, even things that can be healthy for you or said to be healthy for you, they can poison your body if they're not properly taken in the values that's supposed to be taken. So what we're going to do is pretty much go over elementary school knowledge. We'll get into a little complex things as we progress into the conversation. I don't think it's going to be too much new information put out here. And when you look at what you're doing in the chat, I promise you 80, if not 90% of the people that are in the chat are eating a traditional diet. Also in a traditional diet, there are plenty of other options for you to, again, fortify and magnify the benefits of the food you intake. Intermittent fasting, fasting overall, and
That's time.
okay.
That's time. Fantastic. I'm gonna bring brother Terrence up because he wants to keep the time. So I'm gonna bring him up. Brother Terrence, you got the clock ready or what?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm looking at my phone right now. Brother Ramil is up next, right?
Yeah, can I get a share screen, please?
All right, so he got till it's 10:05. He got to 10:12.
Yeah, actual timer, bro, because that's not gonna be that
Yeah,
accurate.
could you put the clock? Could you like put
It's
your
7
clock
minutes,
on the
right?
screen? Could you put your clock on the screen? Is there any way for you to just put the clock on the screen, like put your camera on the phone or the clock or something?
Yeah, just he could just share your screen. Hey, go to like a stopwatch.com or something, bro, and share your screen, and then just start when we start talking.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, because we need that clock. We need that clock visible. We need that clock visible. I usually have a timekeeper, but my damn timekeepers ain't. God damn it.
Yeah, go ahead and share the screen for me when you get a chance. So we can.
I got you. I got
get
you.
into this. Yeah.
Straight, Terrence.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the thing to come download.
About to play the Jeopardy music.
Hold on.
Play the Jeopardy music. Yeah, you get it up. Just share the screen so we can see it, so I can bring it up.
No, I don't know how to do this. Damn.
Well, but you don't know how to share the screen?
Nah. How you do that?
You might be on the phone. You on the phone right now, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't share it. He on the phone.
Well, just put a clock. Can you pull a clock up on your phone? Can you pull a clock up on the phone?
Yeah, I can pull the
He
clock
on
up.
the
Yeah.
phone. He can't. So he can't do that. All right. Never mind. I'll do this. Go ahead. I'll do it. Don't worry about it. Let me pull up a clock now. Hold up. Give me 2 minutes, man. Give me 2 minutes, brother Ramil. Hold on.
All right. You can do that. What's going on, y'all?
Good, man. Let me see if I can get one. Let me get one. Let me see here. Let me use this one right here. One second. Y'all know my shit moving slow as hell for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, my bad, y'all. I'm gonna pull up the wrong damn clock. I'm gonna pull up the wrong damn clock. All right, here we go. All right.
All right, let me know.
Screen. Boom. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that clock?
Yeah, but now I can't. Yeah, but I can't see my screen now. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Like y'all just can't run a clock. Nobody can run a clock on their phone. Like I think we over.
Hey, hold up. I'll share my screen, Ramil. Hold on 1 second. Let me do mine. I'll do it.
See, or don't somebody just run a timer on their phone? You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Why this shit won't let me put both of these motherfuckers up here?
I don't think you can share more than one screen.
That sucks.
Hey X, just share my screen, bro. Well, damn, that's right. You can't share
Well,
my.
just go ahead. Ramil, I got you on the time. Don't worry about it. I got you. Go ahead.
All right, so we good. We Gucci. We can.
Yeah, can't share more than one goddamn screen. Go ahead, brother Ramil. I got you on the clock. We'll figure something out.
All right,
Yeah, go ahead.
cool.
Go ahead. 7 minutes,
All
brother.
right, so all right, let's just get into it. All right, the plant-based diet, which I prefer that term over vegan, but it's all good. It's not a fad. It was a term that came into fruition in the 1940s. It just hasn't been talked about on mainstream media. Now, I know Miss Fantastic keeps talking about we're going to keep using 10,000 years of science and things like that. Well, you can't really do that because we just now have airplanes and trains and cars. Humans have been on this earth for thousands of years, but only in the recent times did we learn how to manipulate metals and raw materials to our benefits. So just the human body is just like that. We learn more and more about the human body over time. So just because you did something for thousands upon thousands of years does not mean that that cannot change at any given time. All right, that's what happens when you are in an advanced civilization that is consistently learning. That's why the plant-based information and the plant-based diet has been growing in the past few years, few decades, quietly, but now loudly, because people are now seeing the benefits. And the benefits are now being verified by science. All right. Forget the fact that Dr. Sebi already came down and proved in an American court of law that the plant-based diet is the best diet for humans, period. It reverses all diseases and increases longevity in life according to these studies. So let's get into it with the preamble out the way. There's been plenty of studies actually done as to who lives longer between vegan/vegetarians and people who eat meat. All right, there's actually multiple studies. I thought it was one, but there's actually multiple. First one being right here that was done in the 70s and the 80s, where in the University of California, they track tens of thousands of 7-day Adventists, which we know are vegetarians. In America, they live longer than meat eaters. All right, that has been proven in a decades-long study on the Seventh-day Adventists. Also, other studies based on the Massachusetts General Hospital, which monitored over 130,000 people over 30 years. Okay, you have vegans and vegetarians live on average 8 to 10 years longer. This is verified science published in the JAMA Internal Medicine Journal. This is a proven fact. Even scientists who back meat still also concede to the fact that vegans and vegetarians live longer lives. That is a scientific fact. All right, so that has been accepted in the medical community. Nearly a decade of life longer based on you eating a plant-based diet. All right, that has been proven. Various studies, you can look it up yourself. All right. Also, on top of that, this meat that you guys are eating is actually the cause of a lot of diseases. Like Fantastic said that these other things are causing the diseases. Well, let's not take away from what the meat is doing. The World Health Organization has labeled meat a level 1 carcinogen. That means it is linked to causing cancer. Level 1 carcinogen is the same thing, same level of cancer as a cigarette. The World Health Organization. Now, I know Fantastic is going to say, well, they also condone coronavirus. Well, scientists that condone meat eating also have condoned coronavirus as well. Everybody in medical co-signing that BS. That's a whole nother story. We're looking at other science and pertaining to this. The World Health Organization came to this conclusion studying over 800 studies. They evaluated over 800 studies, World Health Organization, and they have found that processed meat and red meat is carcinogenic to humans. That's the processed meat, and that red meat is probably carcinogenic to humans. This is not no little group of people. This is the World Health Organization, once again, study 800 studies. They come to the conclusion that the meat is linked to the cancer. All right. It's not only them, a whole bunch of people that came to this conclusion. Here we go. More studies right here. Red meat, processed meat, and cancer. How red and processed meat increases cancer. This is from the Cancer Council. All right. This is a world renowned. They're known for studying this type of stuff. Plenty of data is out here linking eating animal flesh to diseases. All right, because your body's not meant to take this stuff in. You have flat teeth, you have flat nails. Okay, you have a long intestines, which is synonymous with herbivore digestive system. You have to eat. You have to cook the meat before you eat it. What you're going to cook it. You say you can eat meat raw. I don't see niggas eating raw meat. So, like I said, the data's already out there. Meat is also linked to cancer. And to correct Fantastic, one of the things he said prostate cancer is not linked to the food that you eat, which is actually a lie. Here comes another study from the NCBI, from the National Library of Medicine and Health. Intakes of meat, fish, poultry, and eggs, and the risk of prostate cancer progression. They're telling you this stuff is directly results in the increase of prostate cancer. So I don't know what Mr. Fantastic is talking about when he says that the food is not linked to prostate cancer, because that is false. There's plenty of studies on this, and I'm surprised he didn't know that as well. All right, so like I said, your body's not meant to take this in. The science is starting to back this up. Now that vegan and plant-based diet is becoming more mainstream, there's being more studies done on this and the benefits that it is doing. Speaking of benefits, what else is the plant-based diet doing? Okay, here, right here. This is straight from the physicians committee. All right, they're telling you a plant-based diet is a powerful tool for preventing, managing, and even reversing type 2 diabetes. There's data coming out on this stuff. All right, type 2 diabetes can be reversed with the plant-based diet. All right, but now, on the contrary, let's go back to the National Library of Medicine again. Let's see what else they're telling you about meat. Now, plant-based diet can heal diabetes. Let's see what they say about meat consumption. Right here, meat consumption is consistently associated with diabetes risk. Right here, they're telling you, all right, the government is now, you can't hide it no more. All right, you're talking about going with nature. You're going against nature, consuming things that your body's not meant to concern. These white folks are now starting to tell you guys this stuff, but you guys are not going to listen because you like the taste. You're addicted to the flesh. But it's not, if you eat what's for taste, that's not eating for health. All right. So not only is plant-based diet reversing diseases, even worse with the meat that you guys are eating. Guess what? All right. Now let's stop right here. I got plenty more, but let's start. My bad.
All right, we're going into the rebuttal round now. Let me go ahead and do you want to share screen, Brother Fantastic?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
So
That was the time thing. Hold on. Let me kill that. Hold on.
Yeah, because I'll bring the clock up.
No, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, I'll bring the clock up. If you let me see. Okay. I'll bring this up. Let me get the clock up here. All right. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. You up? 5 minutes on the clock.
All right, man. So my opponent has did the old trope of let's misquote your opponent. I did not say that prostate cancer is not caused by meat. I said prostate cancer can be caused by meat, but it can also be hereditary, as other cancers may also be too. As far as diabetes go, the number one cause of type 2 diabetes is not meat. It will be sugar. That's why your grandma, your granddaddy would call it, I got that sugar. Okay. Sugar and overindulgence of carbohydrates, which again has to do with your glycogen, not glycogen, but glucose. Okay. Overproduction of fucking glucose and all these other things. So again, there are millions upon millions of studies that have been done. And again, you can take one study and round up everything of the human body, as you said yourself. Yeah, we've just begun to fly, drive cars, all these things, and so forth. But again, the body is naturally wired and manufactured to process both. Again, he's telling half truths here. He said we have a long intestine. Well, we also have short intestines. Also, we can do both. Okay. We may not have the nails, the sharp nails, but again, we don't just have flat teeth. We have canine teeth, just like dogs. Your front teeth are your incisors. They are sharp to cut and tear meat. Okay, you can do both. Now let's get into some of these things as far as the diet goes. The most essential nutrients, again, especially when you're talking about just not living, but trying to be a hyperactive black men, being that black men are some of the most dominant individuals and make a lot of their money from using their physiological prowess to dominate others and create revenue, not just for themselves and their families, but for the American economy and a lot of people's worldwide. The number one most important nutrients you're going to need are going to be calcium, iron, zinc, magnesium, B vitamins, and D vitamins. What do you think is going to be the number one thing of all of these things? Not plant-based, okay? Because again, he's saying plant-based and he's just focusing on meat. Another big thing about that too is, well, you can't have dairy. If you're going to be a true vegetarian and vegan, and that's why he tried to get away from the whole, I'd rather say vegetarian than no, brother, no. The whole vegan thing, because then too, according to that, what about milk? Milk is too acidic, and milk can cause medical issues or problems with the body, right? But no, milk also has benefits, not just vitamin D. And then if your cow's milk is too rough for your system and you can't handle, you can do goat's milk, which is a whole lot more digestible and has a higher calcium content and vitamin D than cow's milk does. So let's go down the list. Calcium, cheese lowers the risk of heart disease. There's a study that alludes to that. Yogurt, probiotics, and phosphorus, potassium, B vitamins. Again, that's a great source of calcium. That will also be outside of the vegan diet. Let's go. We got sardines and fish, canned salmon. Again, the bones in it, you can, because the bones are edible in those fish, those canned fishes. You get the calcium from eating the bones out of those. Whey protein. So again, whey protein, which has been used by I don't know how many years by everything from bodybuilders to people that have chemotherapy and recovering. Since we want to talk about cancer, which is the best way and the quickest way for the body to absorb protein, comes from what? Milk. That's why it's why it's called whey. Okay. And then again, milk, as I said before. Then we have iron. Okay, iron. What's the number one way you think you're going to get iron? Meat. Okay, not some plant, not some supplement that you're going to have to take. And again, this is going to have to take the place of something that you naturally put on here for Earth for you to eat. Okay, B vitamins. Number one thing, you know what that is? Salmon, fish. Okay, again, D vitamins, same thing. Highest content you're going to get from fish. So again, my opponent's going to come up and he's going to try to play the game about, well, cancer. What's the percentage of people that get cancer? Cancer is not a very high percentage. Okay, I can promise you that one. People out here dying way higher and more car accidents, and far other things than cancer is killing people. And there's such thing of you where you don't have the proper, you can't use cancer because you don't know the proper. You never be able to calculate the people that recover from cancer. Okay, some people have cancer and they go through not even chemo.
That's
and they
time.
Go ahead.
That's time, brother. Fantastic. All right, brother Ramil, you are up, sir.
Can you share my screen? Can I get a share screen?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I got to take this down. Yeah, I got to take the clock down if I'm going to do that. All right, minutes on the clock.
All right, so this is the one. Once again, here we go. People, my opponents bringing improper research. First of all, your canine teeth are not biologically not for chewing meat. They are not synonymous with the meat eaters of the lions and the tigers, actual meat eaters. Your canines were actually naturally given to you for mating reasons. All right, not for meat. All right, the information is out there, and I think that we got to be careful before we say things like that. You don't have meat-eating teeth. You don't. All right, science has already proven that. When it comes to dairy, first of all, yeah, I am plant-based. Dairy is the worst thing you can put in your body. This is why we need to do research and update ourselves as Black people, what we should be putting in our body, because the government already told you. Right here, this according to the National Digestive Disease Information Clearinghouse, some 30 to 50 million Americans are lactose intolerant, including up to 75% of African Americans and American Indians and 90% of Asian Americans. Black people should not be drinking milk anyway. Most of us cannot digest it, and milk is linked to prostate cancer and fibroid cancer. Milk is cow pus. It's pus, mucus, and feces and piss put together in one. All right, there's also been plenty of studies linking childhood illnesses with the over consumption of dairy. most black people should not be drinking dairy. That is a fact. That's also accepted in the scientific community as well. And another thing you said about fish has high mercury content, and you said we can't talk about cancer, but cancer has a 30% fatality rate, as we know. So that stuff can be quantified. But let's get back to these nutrients, because another false argument that people seem to keep saying is that you cannot get any of these nutrients except by the way of meat, which is very false. So let me just pull up this when it comes to sources of protein, all those proteins that you talked about. Let me pull that up real quick. Find all about B12, vitamin D, all of that stuff can be gotten through plants. I'm just looking for the actual chart. My bad. All these goddamn tabs I got. Just had it up. But anyway, here we go. All of these talking about what can't you get? Let's see. Vitamin D, vegan sources of vitamin D, green leafy vegetables, broccoli, cabbage, okra, spinach, seeds, tahiti, brown rice, dried fruit. I mean, all of the vegan sources of iron. Bread, flour, breakfast cereals, dark green vegetables, again, watercress, broccoli, spring nuts, dried fruits, apricots, B12. All of these things can be gotten. It's just people are psychologically thinking that you have to eat a piece of flesh to get all of the nutrients. Once again, people are feeling better on the plant-based diet. They have more energy. They're sleeping more, and they're still getting all of their nutrients. I'm not talking about a junk food plant-based diet. I'm talking about a proper plant-based diet, proper fruits, vegetables. You're going to get all the nutrients that you need. Our science has already talked about this. And even when it comes to that, you can compete as well. Many athletes are going vegan and they're doing very well, such as Patrick Boberman, who is the German strongman of the year, who has plenty of world records, who also remembers the Tennessee Titans in 2014, I believe, when they all went vegan and made it to the playoffs. Tom Brady, 80% plant-based. All right. Who remembers Carl Lewis on vegan Olympic sprinting? He's telling you right here, this is straight from his mouth. I found that a person does not need protein for meat to be a successful athlete. In fact, my best year of track competition was the first year I ate a vegan diet. Moreover, by continuing to eat a vegan diet, my weight is under control. I like the way I look. All right, this is an Olympic sprinter. All right, there's plenty of people who are on the vegan diet doing very well when it comes to athletic competition and getting all the nutrients. That is false. There's nothing that says you cannot get your 100% of your nutrients from the plant-based diet. That's why all of these institutions, including the American Heart Association, is backing it up. The research is backing this stuff up. People are living longer, feeling better. It's reversing disease. This is the only disease that has proven in clinical trials to reverse disease. You can't reverse disease eating beef. All right, so I'm going to choose the diet that's going to keep me healthy and also going to help me not have to get involved with these diseases. The plant-based diet proves to lower the risk of all of these diseases. Like I said, I already brought up the diabetes, the heart disease. Another study right here I didn't even bring up. From the who was this? I forgot who it was. Oh yeah, the Journal of Family Practice right here, man. They're telling you right here as far as reversing diseases. Second, the results of this evaluation provide further evidence that plant-based nutrition may prevent, halt, or reverse CAD, cardiovascular disease, which is heart disease, the number one killer of humans. I want to see how is eating pork and pork chops actually making people feel better. The plant-based diet cleans up what the meat does. People go to the plant-based to clean up. Yeah, that's it.
That's time. That's time, Brother Ramil.
Hey, I'm
That's
good.
time. Brother. I think 5 minutes on the clock. You are up, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna have to pick apart a couple of my the sources that my
unless you want to.
Now, can you hear me? Okay, give me a quick second. I gotta make sure I find it. Okay, cool. All righty, I got it. I know which one it is. So let me share my screen and let me find this tab. There we go. Here, yeah, share my screen. You see it? There we go. You got it. There we go. This is the point that my my opponent just used. You see, this says Business Insider. This is not followed by any type of actual data or any type of study or so on and so forth. And it mentions here the key thing that gets this all out of here. Over time, human species evolved, and again, evolved. And I have heard my opponent himself say and knows for a fact that Darwinism has been disproven. Okay, this is a Darwinistic theory. Okay, so that again, he eliminated his own point. Thank you, sir. Let's get that one out of the way. All right. Next one. Let me share another screen. It's funny, and it's funny how I know this guy. He's really, really good. But you know what? The whole him using Carl Lewis. You know what? They did a expose on Carl Lewis to explain his steep decline and pretty much the end of his career after he switched to a vegan diet. Let me go ahead and share this one also, and then I'll put the link in the chat for you. Share the screen. What the vegan diet did to Carl Lewis, okay? It tells you about, he's going to tell you my best track competition was the first year I ate a vegan diet. And then it tells you about the facts about vegans that's left out. So I'm not going to go through this whole time because I only have 5 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll put it in the chat for you guys to read yourselves and go over it. And again, when people hype up anything that is a fad, okay, it's a fad. It's something new that came along. This is there's no way you're going to tell me that the way human beings have been operating, this is the equivalent of the trans. Again, I made this association of the trans people argument. People, this is the same thing. You're going to tell me the fact of the matter that men and women have existed for 10,000s of years. All of a sudden now, we got it wrong. It should be men with men. It should be women with women. That's the equivalent of what he's telling you to try to tell you that the diet is wrong all of these years. Now let's jump to the huge one right here, prostate cancer. Okay, let me go ahead and share this one also. See what my opponent is telling you, but he's only telling the half truth here is this. Let me share my screen again. Prostate cancer and risk factors. Okay, what it's going to tell you here is what the first thing you see is my screen is up. Okay, cool. First thing you're going to see here, and it's going to tell you prostate cancer is rare in men younger than 40. But the chance of having prostate cancer rise rapidly over the age of 50. About 6 in 10 cases of prostate cancer are found in men older than 65. So look, again, at 65, you only have what in American years, you only have maybe 15 years even left to live. Okay, so you're going to tell me for the 75 to 80% of your life that you're going to live, it only affects you on the back end. And again, when he keeps saying this thing about I'm not gonna have no time to get it here. If you were to look up the places with the highest life expectancies, it will not be the same countries that have the highest vegan population. Okay, so that in itself disproves this theory about a very few studies that people are using again to promote propaganda and try to convince people that you need to stop eating meat. Not just meat. Again, he keeps getting away from the dairy aspect of it, the fish and the shellfish, again, which is a very meat. Instead of meat, you can eat fish. Fish has been proven to not cause and be as rough on the body as meat would be, red meat in particular. And then even with the meat, chicken, turkey, poultry, again, there's several different types of meat. But again, he's telling you a half truth, not even a half truth. It's like a fifth of a truth or an eighth. Okay. There are very many different forms of flesh protein, everything from fish, shellfish, poultry, and then you got everything from what when it comes to the bird, it's 1,000,001 different ones. So even if you wanted to eliminate and say, hey, we need to stop eating meat, cool, you can stop eating meat, but you can still eat fish. Replace the red meat you eat with fish, and that's also been proven by the American Heart Association. American Heart Association is going to recommend that you eat salmon. Because why? Salmon is good for your heart because it contains what? Omega-3 fatty acids, which is been related and fucking proven to improve heart health. Okay? Again, and he's totally just leaving about the meat thing. You can eat all the vegan diet you want to eat, but if you're eating a vegan is everybody's seen the commercial. Beer is vegan, fries are vegan. So if you're going to eat all those other things, you're going to have to what? You're going to have to supplement the rest of your diet to get the necessary things you need for the rest of your life. Okay.
That's time. All right. Brother Ramil, you are up, sir.
Yeah, if I get a share screen, Okay, so and let me know what Okay, so once again, you keep saying that. First of all, that is a business insider in the science section. Okay, so you haven't pulled up anything that disproves it. You just pulled up my source. The human canine teeth are not meant for grinding meat. Where's your source to say that the canine teeth are meant for grinding meat? They're not. Okay, and once again, dairy is bad for you. I'm not running away from it. I told you, milk is not good for black people. I showed you the source. 75% of black people are lactose intolerant, should not be eating it. Fish you should not be eating about that as well. Fish or shellfish. There's plenty of mercury, one of the most deadliest substances known to humans, inside of fish, and it is inside of it a lot higher these days because of the way they are raising it. Fish is basically a mercury sponge. All right, so you shouldn't be putting mercury inside your body. All right, so once again, man, I don't know where you keep getting to this point where you're saying you cannot get nutrients except for eating meat. Once again, that is not true. There is nothing that says you cannot get your nutrients. You cannot get it from a plant-based diet. Where's your source from that? That's why I'm pulling up these sources, and you are evaluating my sources, which is cool, but I would like for you to bring your own to prove how the eating meat is beneficial. Because I'm pulling up things to show you how plant-based diet is beneficial. I have the study saying that vegans live longer, backed by science. Okay, I have the study saying that the vegan diet, plant-based diet reverses diseases, backed by science. I have the research showing the link and the connection between cancer and red meat and processed meat. I'm showing you the detriments of eating meat while showing you the benefits of a plant-based diet. For your argument, it would be better for you to show the benefits of eating a meat diet, because clearly in today's age, the science is going against that. All right. I don't know what more benefit you want besides living longer and having the less risk of diseases, which all of these studies are pointing to. All right. Once again, man, the human body is not biologically designed to intake meat. Your long intestine is meant to digest plants. Meat takes 3 to 4 days to digest in the human body. What happens when you leave meat sitting on the counter for 3 to 4 days? It rots. It is rotting in your body. This is why you get the cancer and get the stomach ulcer, and this is why your blood flow is blocked. Because once again, another thing about eating meat that fucks people up is this erectile dysfunction thing that's going on in America right now. The highest level of ED ever, because people's arteries are clogged. That's why Viagra and Cialis is selling so much, because the meat that you're eating is clogging up your arteries. The fat is clogging up your arteries, stopping the blood flow, which is lowering your sex drive, which is going on in America right now. All right, because people are eating, it's already been proven as well that having a plant-based diet can increase your sex drive because it increases your blood flow and increases the amount of blood that gets to the heart, to the brain, and to your dick. All right, so once again, and there's more information on this as well from Medical Daily. Go vegan for your sex drive. 6 reasons veganism holds the key to a healthy sex life, and it goes into all of this as well. Like I said, this is medicaldaily.com. All right, so once again, man, the prostate cancer, once again, I don't know why you brought that up. I already showed you right here based on the National Library of Medicine. National Institute of Prostate Cancer is linked to intakes of meat, fish, poultry, and eggs. All right, black men also have the highest rate of prostate cancer out of all the groups of people. Something's not working. Black men are every disease in this country. So whatever we're doing now is not working. There's an alternative that is to try it, since we are number one on heart disease, prostate disease, diabetes, all of these things under the diet that you're talking about. Black men are the most sick. All right, black men are not going to be, disease will go down plentyfold if black men take on a plant-based diet, because the meat is not working. We have the lowest life expectancy in the country out of all groups of people, highest for all the diseases, because you're not eating a diet conducive to your body. This diet was given to you by the group of people from another part of the planet. A grizzly bear is not going to eat what a polar bear eats. All right. And if he does, he gets sick. You eat based on your biology and where you come from. And we come from a tropical atmosphere, mostly plants and vegetables and vegetation. That's Africa. Okay. And we're learning more about the human body. In present times, we're learning that a plant-based diet is doing better. Meat does not reverse diseases. Eating pork chop, you can't get rid of a disease eating pork chop. Once again, the plant-based diet is used to clean up what the meat does. When you catch cancer or any type of disease, any type of terminal illness, the first thing the doctor tells you to do, stop eating red meat. All right? The fish has the mercury in it, so that's poisoning you as well. The eggs is chicken, period. All right? You can't even call eggs safe no more legally. Matter of fact, they say eating the egg is equivalent to 5 cigarettes.
That's time. Brother Fantastic, you are up, sir. 5 minutes on the clock.
Well, hey, man. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and help my opponent out with his own source with this one that actually has some actual scientific and footnotes that you can click on. If you share my screen, please, X. There we go. Yeah. Wow. Business Insider. What does this say? 8 ridiculous myths about meat eating. Oh my God. Wow. Business Insider. Let's see. Meat rots in your colon. Did my opponent not just say that? This is absolute nonsense. Okay. Probably invented by dishonest vegans in order to scare people away from eating meat. What happens when we eat meat is it gets broken down to stomach acids and digestive enzymes in the small intestine. Again, he's telling you half truths. He said large intestines every time. He is yet to say small intestines one time. He's purposely skipping over that again because he knows small intestines prove that that's the purpose of your body. Your body has the equipment to process meat because it's meant to process meat. Let's go down to another one. Meat is harmful. We'll skip that one. That was not that important. Oh, what is it? Oh my God. Meat causes heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Oh, can he just quit right now? Wow. Studies and everything. Humans and humans and pre-humans have been eating meat for millions of years. Footnote right here. If you click at number 19, it will go down and tell you. Blaming an old food for new health problems makes absolutely no sense. Wow, again, Business Insider with actual footnotes and scholarly references in it versus what he showed us before. Let's go to the next one. Oh my God. Red meat causes cancer. Oh no. Oh my God. Somebody throw in the damn towel. Throw in the towel. One of the most common beliefs is that meat, especially red meat, causes cancer. This is where things get a bit more complicated. It is true that processed meat is associated with increased risk of cancer, especially colon cancer. But when it comes to unprocessed red meat, things aren't as clear. Again, I said this earlier in my opening statement. It's not the meat as to how it is processed or prepared or the additives put in it, okay? If you were to eat all of the same natural traditional diet through grass-fed and clean meats and clean foods, you would not have as many health risks and health issues as you've had. Again, you and I are here because we had great to the 1,000th power ancestors who ate red meat, and they were still able to have their penises working to impregnate your mothers, okay, and grandmothers and so on and so forth, so that you are here. Humans are naturally herbivores and not designed for meat consumption. Oh my God. It's like my opponent took this same Business Insider fucking thing and he went against all of the points that's being proven here again with several footnotes that you can click on and see to disprove it. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Meat is unnecessary. Oh my God. He said that one too. Listen, man, listen. Meat is necessary for you to function, especially again. Black men have higher levels of testosterone. The biggest way you're going to get testosterone boosted and keep your testosterone levels are from meat, okay? Meat and protein. The biggest payoff you're going to get from those are going to come from meat or dairy, whey, those type substances. All this shit, this new shit is new shit. That's all it is. I'm going to drop this in the chat for you guys to look at it yourself with the actual footnotes, not just a video showing what they was talking about from the same source he said he used earlier. Again, it is not the fact of the matter that you're eating meat more so as it is to the people that are processing your meat or are putting things into it that are having negative effects on your body. Okay? Everything he said has been disproven by, he said, I'm not showing the source, by this one source with over 28 footnotes that links to scholarly references and research to support exactly what I'm saying. There's no way that humans have been wired wrong for over hundreds of thousands of years. This is the equivalent of the trans argument for diets. It's really not much for me to say right now, man. This is a slaughterhouse at this point.
That's time. Brother Brother Ramil, you are up, sir. 5 minutes on the clock.
Let me get a screen share as well. I find it funny, man, when I use Business Insider, I'm not allowed to use Business Insider, but when he uses Business Insider, it's okay. It's funny how things switch when things work to their benefit. Once again, you showed the article. I'm showing the actual footnotes you're referring to. There's scholarly data saying that meat causes cancer from the World Health Organization, from independent studies. The bottom line is that there are studies that go through both sides, okay, from very reputable people. Here's Harvard talking about how meat is carcinogenic right here based on the World Health Organization findings. So there's studies based saying that it's okay to eat meat, and there's also studies saying it's going to go okay to go plant-based. At the end of the day, it's going to go up to the individual consumer. All I can do is present the information. I'm telling you right now, once again, if you want to live longer, according to the data, you should be a plant-based or a vegetarian if you want to live longer. All right. If you want to have less risk of diseases, you're going to go plant-based. These are things that have been proven by these studies. I'm showing you the actual studies, not footnotes, not being broad, not showing you the articles. I actually pulled up these studies from the doctors themselves, from the World Health Organization themselves, from the clinical trials themselves. The plant-based diet reverses diseases, lowers risk of all diseases, and it also, prevents diseases. And it helps you feel better, sleep better, and do everything better. I mean, like I said, I'm pulling up the actual sources. He pulled up Business Insider, which is cool. But when I used it, it was a bad thing when I used the Business Insider. But once again, his studies versus my studies. So if we both have studies backing up what we say, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to the consumer to do what with the information, to decide once again. But I can tell you one thing, you're not going to find any study on saying meat eaters live longer than vegans and vegetarians. At the end of the day, we all want to experience life. Okay, when it comes to life, the quantified data tells you based on decades and decades of study that vegans and vegetarians live longer. I don't know, you keep talking about a slaughterhouse. Well, I guess niggas don't want to live, because if you want an extra decade in your life to enjoy the time with your kids, possibly grandchildren if you have a family, or just want to enjoy life in period and build onto your legacy for as long as possible, the data says to go plant-based. That's life. Okay, so if you want to live longer, and I don't understand what argument could be more powerful than wanting to experience more life. All right. This is based on the data that we have. All right. So I don't know, if you guys want to live shorter life, that's cool. But like I said, the flavor of the meat is not that good to me. All right. I feel much better on this type of diet, and many people do. That's why the vegan fad has been growing for the past few decades. I don't understand how it's this fad when it's been around since the 40s. It's been steadily growing. It's not a fad. The vegan diet has been around for almost a century, as labeled as a vegan diet. The label has been almost here for a century. So where's this fad coming from? It's just been recently coming into fruition. Dr. Sebi was fighting a court about plant-based in the 80s. So this is not a fad. It's just now becoming popular and mainstream because people are experiencing the benefits. Milk and animal flesh does the body more harm than good. Can meat do the body good and dairy do it good? Yes, but it does more harm than good. All right. People are getting sick from this shit, especially black people. Once again, you said black men have the highest testosterone. We have the lowest life expectancy. We need a diet to fix that. For the person who has the most genetically powerful phenotype in the world, how do we have the shortest lifespan? Because you're eating the wrong shit. You're eating the wrong foods. Black men getting cancer and dying and sick in their 50s. It makes no sense. All right. So, like I said, niggas need to try something different. And if you want to live longer, according to the data, and experience more life, you're going to go the plant-based route. All right. I've pulled up the studies and showed you the actual studies. He showed you footnotes. I would like him to go into detail for the study. That's up to him. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, the science is going to go both ways. What's going to work for your body will make you feel better. And there's plenty of testimonials where people are getting rid of diseases. Nobody's getting rid of diseases eating pork. Nobody is living longer eating pork or beef or fish. That's science. That's the science proven right there. The study is based on that. There's no study saying eating meat is going to help you outlive a vegetarian or vegan. That's just not going to happen, especially with all the extra stuff they put in the meat. The GMO feed, the testosterone, the hormones, the growth hormones. All right, so that's why people are looking all deformed and shit, because you're eating all this meat that has all this crap in it anyway. Has feces in it. Majority of meat has feces in it, which the USDA has admitted. Chickens eat their own shit. Pigs eat their own shit. Maggots, tapeworms, all these zoonotic diseases coming from animals. H1N1. They said this quote unquote Wuhan virus started in the live animal market. If you want to believe in that, a lot of these outbreaks are zoonotic. They come from animals.
That's time. All right, this is what we're going to do, brothers. We're going to do one more round. We're going to go to Brother Fantastic, then back to Brother Ramil, and then we're going to take a little break for some station identification. Then we're going to go into rapid fire. Brother Fantastic, you are up, sir. 5 minutes on the clock.
All right, so I'm glad my opponent has finally proven the point that I was trying to prove the whole time. And there's data everywhere, there's studies everywhere, but what you're going to see again is 40. You said it's been around since the 40s, okay? And even then, there's very, very limited data in comparison to a traditional diet than it is for vegan or vegetarianism. Again, something that less than 5% of the whole world is doing, okay? That again, they aren't outliving everybody. Again, when you isolate a study, I can isolate and manipulate a study if there are very, very limited studies, and there are one group of people that's even doing this. When you go to look at, again, the countries that have the highest living expectancy, which is going to be Japan, okay, those people do not live or eat a vegan diet or vegetarian diet. Japan, everyone knows, is high, very, very high on fish intake. Okay, one of the biggest eaters of fish in the country, and yet and still they currently have the longest living human, I think, right now. If I just looked it up, let me see. The oldest living human right now is from Japan. Okay, when you go and you look at the places like Greece has one of the highest populations of vegans, but Greece is not even top 10 when it comes to highest living expectancy in the world. The whole point about me showing you showing the data and all these other things, I just did it. The footnotes is in itself is long ass papers that I'm not going to read within a 2-3 hour debate. That's purposeless. You said it yourself. The data is there. I didn't make the footnotes up and the hyperlinks to go with it. But the whole point again is still this. You're talking about the consumer. The consumer has already chosen. It's over 90% of the population that eat meat worldwide, global. Not just America, globally. And again, the point, you're agreeing with me, you're making my point. Black men or black people in particular aren't necessarily because of the meat, it's because of the additives to the meat. Black people can't afford to buy the proper meats, grass-fed, no hormones, nothing manipulated by Monsanto and all the other things you said. If we were to clean up our diet and not fuck with the dollar menu and fofofo and Church's chicken and all this other bullshit, then we would be a lot more better off. If we learn to farm ourselves, actually, get involved in agriculture, raise our own meats and these things like that, and use that as another way to generate revenue within the black community and sell to each other, then we come off better off when it came to the health aspect of it. Okay, but again, meat is not the culprit here. There are plenty of other things in outside variables put into the situation that gives black people a poor bill of health. I just looked it up. The obesity rate for black men is at over 20 years of age is at 70%. Non-Hispanic black men are 70% of non-Hispanic black men are overweight. Okay. 80% of black women are overweight. Okay. So again, when we look at meat is not the number one contributor to obesity. I'm telling you again, this is sugar and carbohydrates and a lack of exercise. If and when you take 2 different people or you take 10 different people, you give them the same diet, you will not get the same effects. Some people that have a vegan diet, there are some vegans that have cancer. People that have been vegan their entire lives, they got cancer. Just like there are people that smoke cigarettes their whole life and they never get lung cancer. So again, you can't say necessarily because this it's a contributing factor, but it's not a guarantee. What's the population of people that have cancer? Cancer does not affect the majority of the community worldwide, the worldwide population. So what we're saying here, when you're trying to break this down and blame it all on the meat, and again, he's telling you again that fifth of a truth because he's not even bringing up dairy. There's also I told you support data to support or research to support that cheese eating certain cheeses helps you with heart disease, helps fight heart disease, helps reduce diabetes. Again, it's all about doing the research, and food is extremely complex.
And that's time. Brother Ramil, you are up, sir.
Yeah,
5 minutes on the clock.
You can share my screen. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, so I don't know why he keeps saying I'm not bringing up dairy. I've consistently brought up dairy. Dairy's bad for you. Black people should not be drinking milk. Black people are lactose intolerant at a 75% rate. The government's telling you that. The same people who gave you the food pyramid also told you that black people should not be drinking milk. Black people cannot digest lactate. That is why black people, black women get fibroids at the highest rate, and black men suffer from prostate. Dairy is a direct contributor. I brought that up and showed the study. If meat is not the contributing factor, I guess the World Health Organization is wrong, huh? When they labeled this crap as a level 1 carcinogen. If the World Health Organization is wrong, comprised of 22 scientists from 10 countries who evaluated over 800 studies. They told you processed meat and red meat causes cancer. It's not me. This is the World Health Organization, man. So don't take it up with them. I'm just giving you the information. Are these physicians and doctors wrong when they tell you about meat as a risk factor for type 2 diabetes? Are they telling you this? Are they wrong? I'm not the one telling you meat is causing the cancer. That's the people doing the research. I'm just giving you, like you said, the data's out there. Again, USDA conceded that bacteria commonly found in feces are routinely present on meat and chicken products. USDA also agreed that the presence of E. coli and other eccentric bacteria on meat or poultry indicates that bacteria is likely associated with the intestinal tract. That's shit. That's feces. That's why people get sick. You're eating this shit, meat that has plenty of feces bacteria. You keep saying that you keep saying what I'm saying is not true, but I'm telling you, this is what licensed people are coming with the proper studies and data. So yeah, there is data on both sides, but what I'm telling you is that there ain't no data on both sides saying meat's gonna help you live longer. There's no data on both sides. That's one-sided. That's accepted by the medical community. That's one-sided. All right. And when you talk about Greece not living, you said Japanese eats a lot of vegetables in their diet. All right, yes, they eat fish, but they also eat a lot of heavy vegetation, man. You know what I mean? So let's not forget about that. But once again, man, like I said, all the information about meat having a direct link to cancer and diabetes and heart disease is proven. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why you keep saying that what I'm missing here. I'm showing you that the meat is caused to link between cancer and all these sicknesses by scientists and doctors and the government and the World Health Organization. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I'm just letting you know that's the conclusion they came with after looking at over 800 studies. Once again, man, if it comes down to wanting to live life, this is going to give you more longevity. The body's not meant to process this type of things. You don't have the biological makeup for it. All right, just because you can eat some and survive doesn't mean you do. Doesn't mean it's the best for you. Something can always be better. Too many people are getting on this plant-based diet talking about the benefits. It's a reason why there's a rage going on. And it's not just for show. If you want to downplay, everybody's talking about how much better they're feeling, the better sleep they're getting, the cholesterol levels going down, which has been quantified already. The benefits that are happening because of this. I mean, plenty of people have testimonials about this, man. Walking out the hospital with their heart disease reversed. Like I said, you're not going to eat a pork chop and reverse anything. You get the disease because of the meat. The plant-based goes and cleans it up. I'd rather stay clean. All right. The meat also does take 2 to 4 days to digest in your body. Meat rots when it's sitting in room temperature or hotter. Your body's temperature is what? 97 on average. If the meat is sitting there for 2 to 4 days, which is proven that's how long it takes to digest. In general, 24 to 72 hours. What happens with the meat? It's rotting. If you leave meat somewhere and the temperature is 90-some degrees and it's sitting there for 2 to 3 days, that's rotting. That's simple science, man. So like I said, man, the data's out there on both sides. You got to choose what's going to work for your body your best. But I'm telling you, what's going back, whatever black men are doing now, it's not working. We got the highest rate of diseases, lowest life expectancy, but we got the strongest phenotype. Make it make sense, man. The missing link is diet. That's why you're dying first out of everybody. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, the link is out there between prostate cancer and red meat, between diabetes and red meat, arthritis and red meat, Alzheimer's and red meat. All of the data is out there. but you guys can't see it because you guys are just addicted. And it's cool. But I'd rather you guys say, okay, I understand the health detriments of this, but I'm gonna eat it because it tastes good. I'll respect that than to say that it's healthier to eat animal flesh, because it's not. It's not. All right. It's linked to all these diseases based on plenty of studies. All right. And look, like I said, if you want to take that chance, go right ahead. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: when you guys get sick, first thing you're gonna do is go to a plant-based diet. That's the first thing you're gonna do.
All right. That's going to be time, and that's going to end our rebuttal round. I'm going to do a little bit of station identification, and then we're going to go right into rapid fire, folks. So just hang in there with me for a few minutes while I get up on here and run my damn mouth for a few moments. Yeah. So gonna be a heavy next couple of weeks on the old T.P.O.T YouTube page, folks. Next week I'm gonna have the widow of Calvin Munderland is gonna be on the show. I don't know if she's gonna be on Tuesday or what, but Calvin Munderland, if y'all remember, he was the security guard who got killed in Detroit by these two fools who came and shot him after he didn't let these hoes come in the store with the mask on. His widow is going to be on the T.P.O.T YouTube page next week. I believe she's going to be here Tuesday. She was supposed to be here last night, but she hit me up and she said, X, I can't do it. I have to work. But she's going to be on here next week. And of course, we're going to be throwing down with another debate on Wednesday. I think we got Team Jay Shine taking on Team BMT. And I don't know what they're debating yet. There's a couple topics up in the air. We haven't we haven't mapped that out yet, but they're going to be throwing down and Faulkner on, and we're going to be talking about this, cops and corruptions and the killings and all this kind of shit. So stay tuned to the so tomorrow. Team Fantastic will be back because Brother MOT will be debating Brother Trey, the NBD from Team NBD, and they will be debating what's the best way for black folks to deal with bad police policy. So I got a good lineup for you folks, man, because I care about you. Yeah, I care about you. And I told y'all earlier about what the situation is on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. I apologize, man, that y'all cannot super chat and whatnot. Those of you who have just come up in here, I will show you why in a moment. See y'all on the other side of these here commercials, all right?
You
Gonna
may
be
have
like
noticed
2 or 3
the
of them.
chat icon is missing because T.P.O.T has been demonetized. Yes. So if you would like to show your support, we would really appreciate it. If so, you have to use the Cash App or StreamYard donation tab. We won't let the speech police at YouTube stop you from showing your support to T.P.O.T. Remember, StreamYard, and Cash App is how you donate to T.P.O.T. Thank you.
And one more thing, folks. Kiss my black ass, YouTube. Now back to the show.
You know. Open your mind.
Hey guys, T.P.O.T on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But you knew that already.
are back. So now we're going to go into rapid fire. I know that's what y'all are all waiting for. No timekeeper. Well, we don't got a timekeeper any goddamn way, but no timekeeper, no clock. The brother be going mano a mano, hand to hand. We brother Ramil Amyr, rapid fire. Brother Ramil, pull the trigger. This is rapid fire. Brother Ramil, you up? You muted.
Oh shit, my bad. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
cool. So like I said, I know I'm going against the grain, and most people, in life are meat eaters. That's no problem. What I'm saying is that this is from a brother who's experienced both sides. All right, I've been a meat eater and been a plant-based eater. And majority of people who have been on both sides, the vast majority, I promise you, they're gonna tell you that they feel better on a plant-based diet. All right, people who have lived both sides. A lot of people here arguing, and that's included, hasn't tried the plant-based diet. So, I mean, you got to understand, I'm coming from an experience of both sides on top of the data that I'm bringing. And, like I said, I don't mind going against the grain. Like I said, the data is there. You're going to live long on a plant-based diet. Meat has been linked to several cancers and diseases. You can ignore it. That's cool. I'm just presenting it to you. Whatever you guys want to do with your diet, that's your personal decision. But the data shows that the plant-based is clearly the better route to go in 2020.
All right. Well, I just gotta point this out real quick. See, man, I know this is rare for my man that has a competition, man. But see, I got him to repeat the same false narrative that we've already disproven. Meat does not rot in your stomach, man. It just doesn't. Don't rot in your stomach. Again, your body has the things. If anything, what rots in your stomach is vegetables and fruits, which they're supposed to. Okay, vegetables and fruit are made to produce those gases and produce the healthy flora, as they say, the bacteria that's necessary more so than the meats do. Another big issue and a problem that wouldn't even be related to meat as far as like being kept in your body too long is a lack of water intake, and a lack of proper fiber. Okay, so again, it's not the meat, man. When you look into this whole thing, there's no.
What about the studies that are set? What about the World Health Organization and all these studies telling you that the meat is linked to the cancer? What about those?
You've already just said it, brother. For every study that you said about cancer and linking to cancer, I just showed you a same study that said that is a myth, man. Again,
okay, but you can't. No, it's not. You can't say it's a myth. Because I can say your studies are a myth.
I didn't say it. The study,
but the studies I say also say your studies are a myth. So you can't say one of the others a myth.
So again, I mean, you
can't say one of the others a myth.
Hold on, you conceded the point. Listen, what I'm telling you. If the study calls it a myth, that's not me calling it a myth. That's the study calling it.
Okay, well, if the study says that it's not a myth, then that's not me. That's them. See what I'm saying? It can go.
So that's why I'm trying to agree with you on the point of where you say we can throw out clinical studies all day. You're not going to.
So what's it going to come down to then? If the studies are not going to be based on this debate,
that's my point. Well, that's my point. It's just not just coming down to the studies. It's life. It's living. People are going to tell the longest living people in life, bro. Those people weren't eating some of the long. When you go to the Guinness Book of World Records, the majority of those people are not going to be vegans, bro. They're not going to be plant-based.
But hold on. Wait. First of all, that's one thing we can look at because there hasn't been a study compared on meat eaters. There hasn't been anything to say that on average meat eaters live longer than plant-based eaters. That is something there's no both studies on that. There's no study that says meat eaters live longer. So that study that you can do that because it's only the studies, multiple studies that have been done on that all say plant-based people live longer on average. That's multiple studies. That's not one. There's no study that say the opposite, brother. It's not like the other stuff.
That in itself is an impossibility, bro.
How's it an impossibility, man? So these scientists.
Give me time. I'll explain it to you.
All right, go ahead. All right.
When you have something that only accounts for, again, 5% of the global population, 5% of the global population, okay? even if 100% of those people live to be, let's say, 100 years old, okay, right? You follow me? Let's say 100% of the 5% of the population live to be 100 years old. Do you understand that it wouldn't even take the 10% of the likelihood of the other out of the other 90%, the amount of people that's going to live to be the same 100 years old?
Then you had to do. Wouldn't you have to do per capita? We can't. Well, if you're going to do it like that, wouldn't you have to do it by ratio?
No.
We can't say that because that has to be quantified, brother.
No, and that's what I am quantifying. I'm quantifying it properly. Again, that was a loaded test, and you know it. Again,
those studies have a control group, brother. Those studies have a control group and they have a variable group. The control group is to make up for the population difference, brother.
And again, that's still not accurate because again, it's so many different factors. It's not accurate because listen, it's real easy for me to break this down. If you did, for one, is it a worldwide study or is it an American study?
Okay, one was an American study. The other one was a worldwide study. The one from California with the 7-day Adventist was American. The JAMA Institute that also found out that was a worldwide, man.
Okay,
biggest live longer on average, brother. That's just we can't dispute that. You can't dispute that, brother.
They're manipulating the numbers. Yes.
So here we go with the manipulation now.
More people, bro. You have more. China has the highest. China.
That's the one stat you can't get me on, bro.
Bro, yes, I can. Plant-based live longer, have the highest living expectancy, and they do not have a vegan or vegetarian based diet. They
on average, who lives longer, dog, in current
Chinese
society.
People and Japanese people. I just showed it to you. The people with the highest living expectancy of all people in the world are Japanese. They are not. They don't do veganism and they don't do vegetarianism, bro.
Okay, so you're looking at a group of people versus a representative sample of the whole world.
Exactly. You prove it, and thank you for proving my point. Hold up. You handpicked. Wait. So you purposely?
No, I didn't handpick. These are the only studies.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They're still, whether you handpicked or not. This is what happened. These are people that are handpicked and being made aware of the fact that they are under a study. So what? It's not a blind study as the way they don't know what the fuck is going on. They know. So again, you're not.
No, the 7-day Adventists have a culture of not eating meat. Okay, so it's not a blind study. That's how they eat, and they live longer.
Okay, but they still didn't do 100% of the 7-day Adventists. And again, listen.
But hold on. It's called a representative sample. Nothing is 100%, brother. When it comes to stats, nothing is never 100% of the population.
Okay, and this is what I'm trying to say. It's very, very easy to skew the numbers when you're not talking about any of the other.
It's easy to skew the numbers when the data don't say what you say. I'm just saying, brother.
Are these people exercising? Where are these people getting their food sources from? What is these people hereditary and their genealogical setup? What are their races? What are their sexes? All of those things matter. Only thing you're going to buy is diet. That's what makes it inaccurate, brother. That makes
based on diet. That's why, brother. The study was based on diet.
It makes
that's the case. All the meat, but the meat eaters eating. What are their exercise regimen?
I mean, you're helping my point. You don't even understand it. You're helping my point
because you're saying my studies are invalid. You said my studies are invalid because they're not taking in other factors, but you're not doing the same scrutiny to your sources. It's you know what I'm saying? So I get the scrutiny for my sources and my studies, but your studies are not getting the same scrutiny. You know, that's crazy to me.
It actually has more scrutiny because again, now my study has none of the positives that you're saying. You actually have the upside because you're saying your people have none of the things that are causing all the bad things, the cancer.
Less risk. Yes, that's a fact. Yes.
All right, cool. All right, but this is what I'm telling you, and I can easily counter this with facts, 1,000% facts, bro. I have the people that are doing all of the unhealthy things when it comes to diet only, and there's still more people outliving the people that are in your group.
That's guess because there's more people they're more meat eaters, brother. That don't make no sense. You gotta because that's society. We've been brought up like that. This is something that's coming up as a new. But meat sales are down, dairy sales are down. More people are going towards a plant-based life. I mean, so the economy. That's true. That's a fact.
Accurate too. You know that too.
It's down.
It's down.
Dairy sales are down, brother.
Again,
dairy sales
all of that is down due to economics and due to the amount.
It was down before that, brother. It's been down for the past couple years. It's been down for the past couple years.
Supply.
No, the supply thing just recently happened.
I can tell you this, bro. Listen, McDonald's still serves quarter pounder with cheese. Pizza Hut, Papa John's, all these pizza places, so on and so forth, bro. They still have a need for cheese and milk.
The demand is still there, bro. I'm not saying there's no demand.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. When you tell me that the sales are going down, I'm telling
you
that
going down. I'll put the link in the chat. They are going down.
And again, that is another skewed stat, man. You're not
everything I bring is skewed, but what you bring is not skewed. That's the crazy part.
I understand this. Again, bro, I'm not.
It's only skewed when I bring it. It's only skewed when I bring it, but your sources are not skewed. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. When I brought it, you said, "Oh well, we can't just even use the thing because we're gonna have counter data that just go cancel each other out." So which is it? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But you can't cancel out the vegans living. That's quantified data.
And I am quantifying the same data by telling you that when you make a comparison for something that we both agreed to is like not even 5% of the entire global population, that you have far more people living the same length as not longer than the vegans, that's provable also.
Okay, no, so if the same amount of people were on plant-based as were eating meat, more people eating the plant-based would be living longer based on the data we have.
That's theoretical.
But again, no, it's not theoretical because it's called proportions. Because if the population of vegans are living longer than the population of meat eaters on average, then if the population were the same, then the vegetarians will be living longer based on mathematics of proportions. That's simple. It's ratios.
Hold on, and you know something I just thought to ask you too. It just popped into my head. Did it tell you whether these people were lifelong vegans or were these people switched over to a vegan diet?
Well, on the Seventh-day Adventist study, they're lifelong. So we know on that one that they're lifelong. On the other ones, they did studies for over 30 years. So during that 30-year period, that's when we know for sure they was on the diet, and we can assume that 30 years is pretty much going to be the majority or close to the majority of somebody's life. But the Seventh-day Adventists are lifelong. They don't eat meat, and they were studying. They live longer on average, 8 to 10 years longer than the average human.
Okay, so what was the average life expectancy for the vegan then?
It's 8 to 10 years longer than the average life expectancy. Matter of fact, here it is right here. Vegetarian Adventist men live to an average of 83.3 years, and the women 85.7 years, 9.5 and 6.1 years respectively longer than other Californians.
Okay, and thank you. I'm glad you said that again. Now you're talking about Californians. Okay,
but that's what the Seventh-day Adventists are at. I mean, even if the average life expectancy is 70, that's still longer than the average life expectancy for the world.
And I just told you that the people that have the highest life expectancy is where? Even people in Japan have higher life expectancies than that, bro.
What's the average life expectancy in Japan? You know what it is, bro?
Hold on. 84.10 years, bro, as of 2017.
Okay, is that for men or for the women?
That's period. That's life expectancy period of both genders, brother.
Okay, so on average in both genders, 84, because I just pulled it up and it says the average is 84.1. So okay, for the 7 day, but for the 7 day Adventist, the average life expectancy is
they told me 83.
Yeah. Okay, so bro, what do you mean? They're like neck and neck.
It's not neck and neck.
83.
You're proving my point. And listen, that's what I'm listen, you just proved my whole point.
But they're in the top. Hold on.
Let me know
the vegetarians or the vegans, they're living just as long as these niggas. For the females, it's 85.7, 86.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now again, your whole premise and what you said, the whole premise of your argument is that vegans and vegetarians live longer. I just
do on average.
Hold on, wait. No. I just told you who's a group of people who do not have a large vegan population or a vegan diet historically or anything fucking with vegan or vegetarianism. We both know. You know this shit. Using the Navy, you know this. One of the biggest fucking consumers of fish is who? Japan. They're not big on red meat, but they're definitely big on fish intake. So again, the people that you say are abstaining from the thing, whether it be red meat or fish, are not outliving the people that are eating red meat and fish at one of the highest levels. So that's it, man.
Once again, the debate is the plant-based diet better for us? Who is us? All right.
Okay.
So Japanese to black people, you know what I mean? So, like where the black? I mean, look, are we Japanese? because they're eating food native to their land, so that makes sense.
Well, okay. If you want to use that argument, that's not.
I'm just asking, brother. And on top of that, well, go ahead, brother.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be Japanese, man, to again adapt that diet that's proven to be working. That's just like I said. If I want to be a fucking bodybuilder, I'm not gonna motherfucking eat hot dogs and cereal and shit all day. No, I'm going to eat what bodybuilders eat to get fucking big. If I want to fucking survive like Chinese people or Japanese people survive, all I have to do is adapt their diet, and it's not that hard in the common era. This ain't motherfucking.
You're not Japanese. All right, go ahead. All right.
This ain't in 1600s. It's not about the race.
You don't have the same diet like an Eskimo. You can't eat the same diet as an Eskimo.
Yes, the hell I can.
Oh yeah, but it's not going to do you the same as it's going to do with somebody that body type from that area.
No, that's
genetic
difference.
So you say so genetic differences don't account for, so you shouldn't eat based on where you're genetically from? That's what you're saying?
Well, again, then if you make that argument, man, you're hurting yourself, because again.
No, I'm asking, like, that makes sense to me to eat food to where you're from, and if you do that, you're gonna live longer. That makes sense to me.
Well, no, because again, then you defeat your own argument, because by that logic, nobody eats all vegan or all vegetarian diets. Nowhere. You historically.
Wait, hold on. So nobody eats. Hold on. So why is this the rate of people? Hold on. What do you mean nobody eats this anywhere? I don't understand. What do you mean?
Hold up. Let me clarify what I'm trying to say. Naturally, by the masses, by the numbers, the major majority of people do not eat a vegetarian or vegan diet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So that will be unnatural in itself by you even suggesting that, and that defeats the point that you were trying to make about me saying, oh, you eat like by where you live. Okay, well, if you eat by like where you live, that means you should be eating meat and eating traditional human being diet, period, from wherever you're from. You should be eating here. You'd be eating deer. You'd be eating some raccoon, some possum, some motherfucking wild pig, some bite.
Like I said, man, look, airplanes just came in the last century. Humans have been walking, hadn't had no car for the past tens of thousands of years. When you learn something new, you implement it for the betterment of society. All right, just because we've been learning about the human body consistently. There's a lot of things we can't do with the human body that we just learned in the past few years. This diet thing, the research is all showing that the plant-based diet is better for the human body, man. So I'm saying this recent science. That's why this hasn't been brought to mainstream, and most people aren't doing it because they weren't taught about it. That's why there's a growing community of the plant-based lifestyle, because people are learning about the benefits and feeling better. That's why the community is small. Because it's just now getting marketing, getting a push.
And there are also horror stories related to the same thing, man.
There's horror stories related to meat. Hold up now.
Okay, horror stories related. Which we know that. I'm not denying that. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm not denying that, but you're not giving credence to the horror story that exists in your situation.
Well, you didn't ask. I tell you they are, because people do it the wrong way. They go on a vegan diet.
It's not about the wrong way. No. That's inaccurate. It's not the wrong way. Listen to what I'm telling you. Some people cannot be sustain themselves. What the fuck? Okay. So some people just cannot sustain themselves off of vegetables alone without meats. If you have an iron deficiency, bro, you're not gonna be able to motherfucking make it without motherfucking eating meat, especially red meat.
I already told you there's plenty of iron. There's plenty of iron sources that come from. That's not true. That is not true.
But the best and the quickest way for you to get iron, and the easiest way for the body to absorb it and process it is through meat, brother.
That is not true. Yes, that is not true.
I'm looking at it right here.
I'm looking at it too. Like I said, we both got data on both sides.
Man, let me read it for you.
I'll read mine.
The body absorbs 2 to 3 times more iron from animal sources than plants, bro. You're not going. You can't deny.
Like I said, I have other sources that say different. I mean, like I said, man, like there's sources that say that you absorb plant-based sources of iron better. You know what I mean? So I mean, there's sources that go both ways as far as what's better, and what it comes down to is basically it comes down to a lot of the personal preference of the scientists or the people doing this type of stuff a lot of the time. But we know, like you said, there's less vegans. So these studies that are coming out from the World Health Organization, we can assume that they're not vegans. You okay? We can know they come. Well, hold on, go ahead. Say what?
No. I was saying, yeah, I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. So we can assume that the studies coming out showing the positive aspects of the plant-based lifestyle, we can safely assume that those people are not vegan for the most part, because like you said, majority of the population is not. So those studies coming out showing the positives, I think those are more trustworthy than the meat eaters coming out with studies saying that meat is good for you without proper objectivity. All right, well, so it's hard with that bias in there, but it's less vegan. So these vegan studies are actually, in my opinion, could be more trusted because, like I said, these are not vegans doing these studies.
Again, I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if the vegans are doing the studies or not. It's just like, they told us originally that, the LGBT
World Health Organization
LGBT studies. So I mean, I don't know.
I guarantee you, the World Health, the scientists for the World Health Organization are not vegan, but I can guarantee you that.
All right, so okay, but I won't go into that one because I promise you this. I guarantee you this, man. When you find out about most of these studies, they're biased as fuck because people who are trying to prove the point are usually that of whatever lifestyle. Right?
How can it be biased? But brother, like I said, you're right. They're biased towards the meat. You're right. When they tell you that meat is good for you, you're right. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, listen, man. This is what I'm trying to say. Ultimately, with this thing, I'm not denying that there are positives to a plant-based diet or vegan diet, so on and so forth, vegetarian or vegan. I'm kind of trying to counter you in saying that there are definitely pluses and benefits to a traditional diet, just like there are pluses to a vegan diet. You keep saying that, okay, well, they're not, when I tell you about the horror stories, or well, they're not eating it properly. That could be my whole solution for the whole thing when it comes to a traditional diet. 90% of the people that suffer from cancer or whatever outside of traditional hereditary ways of getting it is because they have what? Improper or imbalance of usually weight, blood toxicity, a whole bunch of other what do you call that shit? When your acidity, all those type things, right? So this is what I'm saying. If black people were to, again, choose better meat sources, pure meats, not this processed bullshit. I mean, I don't even know how niggas let churches still exist to this day, bro. Church's chicken, you eat Church's chicken, nigga, you don't value your health. If you eat motherfucking Hardee's or whatever the fuck, these meats, these burger and beef sources that have been proven to not be 100% beef. Again, the black community is, oh shit, he dropped off. The black community is extremely, extremely bad when it comes to a proper source of substance. Motherfuckers choose the chips over the celery, or they choose the chips over the beef jerky. You know what I mean? Beef jerky may have a higher sodium content, but again, if you drink enough water and so on and so forth, the sodium is what it is. It's a part of this, and your body needs sodium to fucking operate anyway. But you get the protein out of that too. And another big thing,
we don't need that much sodium.
No, you don't. But I'm saying you're never gonna have a perfect diet. There is such thing as a perfect diet, but I promise you, it's less than the 1% that eat a perfect diet, bro. Less than the 1%. Even when you get to the highest levels of athletes like bodybuilders and things, bodybuilders have to purposely eat bad things before their shows to build up oxidation in their things so their vein will pop. They'll eat something like donuts, they'll eat something like pizza, they'll eat something to get the nitrogen flowing in their body to have a negative reaction from a food they shouldn't be eating for their benefit temporarily. I know you brought up about the performance and things, man. What's his name? White boy, fucking fish. What's his name? Fuck, the Olympian dude. Michael Phelps. In order for Michael Phelps to maintain the highest level of performance he had, they said, bro, this dude would eat 15 pizzas a day. 15 pizzas a day. And this dude is a legendary all-time world-class athlete, bro. Eating fucking 15 pizzas to maintain his calorie intake and the fuel he needs in order for him to compete at the highest level. Same thing goes, you talking about strong man, that's a one strong man out of how many? That's one vegan strong man. The current strong man.
Hold on, now that I'm back, it's plenty of vegan athletes, man. We want to go down that. It's a lot of them, man, and it's a growing number.
Tell me one better than Michael Phelps, Michael Jordan. Tell me one. Tell me the top vegan athlete that you could say is better than a traditional diet athlete. I'll wait.
Okay, so once again, the plant-based thing is sort of a new phenomenon, and it's just now coming into the athletic world. Okay, people are still, like I said, especially when it comes to competition. It is recently becoming used in the athletic world. Okay, but there's a couple people, like I said, the strongman that I brought up, who was the strongest man in Germany, has plenty of world records. Scott Jurek, ultra marathon runner. All right, you know what I'm saying? He's a world champion. I mean, it's a lot of them. Jermaine Defoe, soccer player, the other lady soccer player who's a world champion, the boxer David Hay. I mean, like I said, man, Fabian Delph. I mean, like it's a lot of vegan athletes, and it's coming into fruition. It's a new thing. Barney Duplessis, he's a bodybuilder. A lot of vegan bodybuilders. I'm just saying, man, give it time. We're gonna really see because, like you said, when it comes to the world of athletics, it is a sort of new type thing. So we're really seeing, but we're seeing that it's definitely beneficial a lot of the times, man. Like it shouldn't be counted out. Shouldn't be counted out. I mean, it's plenty of vegan ads. I mean, it's a lot. Oh yeah, Kendrick Ferris, the other weightlifter, the other vegan bodybuilder, the black dude, the Olympic weightlifter.
Don't know who that is.
Huh?
Never heard.
Yeah,
of
the dude with the dreads. Yeah, I mean, you know, see, you look him up. Like I said, we don't pay, we don't pay attention to weightlifting like that. But I'm just saying, like, you know, Nate Diaz. I mean, it's a lot of like we can't look, man. People are doing this for a reason. People are feeling better. They have more energy. They sleeping less. I mean, they're sleeping better. I mean, look, man, I'm not saying meat doesn't have benefits either, but the cons outweigh the pros. That's what I'm saying. Meat does have benefits, but the cons outweigh the pros. That's what I'm saying. And once again, when you get sick, when you have needs to fix something, you're going to go to the plant-based diet, man. That shit is what it is. So if I got to go to this to heal, I might as well stay on it so I can stay clean and stay fresh and stay feeling good all the time.
You're not gonna make it, though.
How am I not? I mean, based on what,
bro? You're
based on what?
You're not
based on what?
If you,
what do you mean I'm not? Hold on. What do you mean I'm not gonna make it?
I'm saying no. I'm saying if you started life from a vegan diet, you're not gonna make it, bro.
Based on what? Based on what evidence are you saying that?
That's what I'm telling you. Again, you said the 7-day Adventists are people that don't eat
they don't eat meat at all.
Eat meat at all. I think Israel is another group of people that are, I think, vegetarian and so on and so forth. And that's what I'm telling you. If you're saying and it's a different thing too, and that's why I say you got to be specific, because some vegetarians eat eggs. They eat dairy.
So that's a vegetarian. Yeah, they eat eggs and dairy.
Again, like I said, you're substituting eggs. Eggs is one of the purest forms of protein and some of the greatest things for you. I know you're saying it's fucking chicken, period, but it's some of the easiest soluble protein for your body to digest, and it also has very, very good cholesterol for your heart health. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not just that cut and dry. Food is
well like I said, the argument was the debate, you know, was versus meat. That's why I brought them up. You know what I'm saying? Vegetarians don't eat meat. You know what I'm saying? The email does say vegan versus meat. So I'm saying the meat.
No, brother. No.
That's what the debate is. It's meat.
No, brother. Traditional. Again, see, you almost said.
I'm not trying. I can pull up the email. Literally says meat versus meat.
Look at the title, bro. Let me help you out.
What is traditional? Hold up. If you want to play with words, we got to talk about what's traditional then. Because eggs is not traditional to everybody.
Traditional diet is traditional as for human beings, bro.
No, because every culture has a different. Hold on. What do you mean? No, brother. Because every culture has. If we want to play with words, when you talk about traditional, there's no set. No. Because there's no set definition for traditional diet worldwide.
From a scientific standpoint, bro, traditionally humans are omnivores, brother.
But hold on. Traditional, that doesn't mean. Hold on, but like I said,
humans are omnivores. That's why
there's different cultures when it comes to the definition of traditional. You can't just say humans are omnivores. That's a traditional diet for the world. Some people eat fish. Some people don't eat pork. Some people don't eat beef. Some people are vegetarians. What I'm saying is that no, but it's different types of flesh.
Okay, and it don't matter. It's still flesh. You said you nigga, you went ham against fucking.
No, but okay, the vegetarian community. I mean, brother, you saying I can't use the meat argument, but as far as the word traditional, that hasn't been defined either.
It's easily defined, bro. I'm talking from a scientific human standpoint of humans being omnivores, which is proving scientifically. Humans eat meat, grains, vegetables.
If that's the case, it's been proven scientifically that humans can eat plant-based too. That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you mean that scientifically wise the plant-based is coming out on top?
No, brother. Plant-based would mean that it's plants only. It's isolated. That's not what you're built to do. There's a reason for that. You literally
but the studies are saying different though. You can't keep saying that when there's studies saying differently, brother. You can't keep saying that when
I promise you that the traditional diet studies outweigh the vegan and vegetarian studies by 1 million, bro.
Well, that's because people been eating meat longer. There's been more studies done on that. So if you're gonna go by the volume, of course, because it's been longer. This is, like I said, this is just now being studied. So the volume of meat eating studies, of course, is going to be longer because we've been eating meat. And that's what we've been knowing. Yes, so when the volume of plant-based catches up,
that's because that's what you were meant to eat.
No, that's like saying once again, humans did a lot of things for thousands of years until recently changing. You can't say you're meant to do something because you've been doing it for the longest. Like things change.
No, bro. Again, that was a poor argument or a poor.
That's not a poor argument.
It is.
We learn more about the human body as time goes on. We learn about diseases, viruses.
Yes, you do. But what the argument you used about machines and technological advancements, bro, in comparison to diet, that's a very, very poor analogy.
No, because people make advances in diet as well. People learn, like, as we over time, you learn it was better when we were eating meat. Like you said, you eating raw meat over time, where they started cooking it. The diets advance over time. That's what humans do. You advance when you learn more. So that is a good analogy because you can learn something new about the human body. So you might learn how to plant. Like recently, nobody knew plant-based diet reversed disease 100 years ago. Nobody knew that. That's an advance right there. That was just found out this century.
Well, like you said, it wouldn't matter. It was already people that were already doing it. I mean, key point would be like what Indians don't eat cow at all. Cows are sacred. So by their culture and their religion, they wouldn't be eating meat like that. Or at least not cows.
Okay, now that's a bad analogy right there. You want to talk about bad? You talking about the Indians? First of all, the Indians did eat meat. All right, they did eat buffalo.
No, brother. Indian in the country India.
Yeah, the Indian. There's multiple Indians, but even the ones in India, they eat meat as well. So I don't understand.
I specifically said cow, bro. I specifically said cow. The cow is sacred in India. They don't eat cow.
So what's the point of that?
That would go to your red meat philosophy.
I mean, they still eat other forms of meat, so I'm still trying to.
Yeah, but then if you say that, then I can go back to Japan and I still win because I mean, fish is a form of meat or flesh.
Okay, so again, like I said,
Japan has the longest life expectancy of anyone, higher than your controlled study of people that was studied over 30 years that still got outlived by people that eat meat.
No, that was the Seventh-day Adventist. The actual lifespan for the other study wasn't mentioned, so you can't really say that about that study.
I promise you, brother, it wasn't high.
Well, I mean, like you can't say promise. That's the thing.
They did it.
You can't just say things like that, man. When it comes to life expectancy, that was the Seventh-day Adventist.
If they didn't put it there, that means that they didn't feel like it was.
What we're talking about on average, and once again, the debate is what's better for us. Like I said, we're not Japanese, but if you want to use them, that's fine. But for black people, black men, or black people in general, I mean, you could bring up the Japanese, but we're in America. So I just thought that a study based on Americans would be more due, seeing that we're eating the American diet.
Have you seen a sushi restaurant near you?
How many Americans are most Americans eating sushi majority of the time? That's not their diet that they're eating majority of the time.
All you have to do is make the adjustment, brother. It's not that hard.
But because of a sushi restaurant in America compares to a Japanese culture and diet in the whole country.
You can make your own fish, rice, seaweed. I mean, you was big on the seaweed. I'm surprised you didn't mention seaweed one time here, man.
Sea moss. You know what I'm saying? But sea moss you can live off sea moss, which is a seaweed, has all the nutrients. You don't need no meat for that. That's another whole other story.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. You the whole aspect of you being able to adapt your diet in the current society, in the current world we live in, bro. You can literally get fucking fish. You can get fish shipped from actual Japan. I mean, of course, that would be a little extreme and expensive, but I'm just saying you can buy all of those things and find them at your local supermarket or grocery store, bro, and adapt your own Japanese diet.
Okay, but you're not Japanese. That's what I'm saying. So what that's not going to do the same thing for you as it does as it will for that Japanese person. You're a
I don't have
black
to be
person. That's why
Japanese. I don't
black.
have to
Let
be.
me show you. Let me give you another example of dietary differences. Once again, black people are lactose intolerant. You see, different people from different places eat differently.
Oh shit. X there.
All right. That is going to end the rapid fire round. So now we are going to move into closing statements. We led this debate off with Brother Fantastic. So we're going to start the closing arguments with Brother Ramil. Let me put 7 minutes on the clock. Put my damn glasses on. God damn it. There we go. Brother Ramil, you are up, sir. This is closing statements.
All right. So yeah. So like I said, there's studies on both sides. There's studies that condone meat eating. There's studies that condone plant-based eating. At the end of the day, you got to make the best decision for you and what your body tells you is better for you. But I just also do want to tell you that there's also data supporting plant-based diet that the meat eaters have not addressed. Once again, quantifying the life expectancy of people in America for where black people live. Vegans and vegetarians live longer. All right, we're not Japanese, we're not Chinese, we're not Mediterranean. We are black people in America, and in America, vegans and vegetarians live longer. Like I said, what's better for us is the plant-based diet. It's been scientifically proven. I've already showed you guys the links between red meat and cancer, processed meat and cancer, which I've shown based on the World Health Organization, other medical studies, and the government is telling you this. All right. So it doesn't make no sense to me how a human body is meant to consume animal flesh when you don't have sharp teeth. All right. Fantastic said the canine teeth are not for meat, but he didn't prove anything. He didn't prove that. At least I brought something. You know what I'm saying? He's had sources saying that all the things I'm saying is a myth. I have sources validating the opposite. You decide. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I've experienced both. And people who are arguing from my point have experienced both. Fantastic never went on a plant-based diet. He doesn't know the benefits of it. He doesn't know how much better you feel, how much more energy you have, how much better your sleep is, how much less food you have to eat, but you still can have a good size. How much better your workouts are, how much more in shape and better you can breathe. Those things he hasn't experienced yet, so I understand. So I urge him to at least try it before he just downs it like that, because you could be missing out. Black men are at the highest level of number one of most diseases. We have the lowest life expectancy. So the current diet that we're doing is not working for us. We're eating stuff that other people told us to eat. The black man has not made a diet for the black man. Japanese got their own diet. Chinese got their own diet. Indians got their own diets. Even white folks got their own diet. The black man has not made a diet strictly for him based on cultural, genetic, and genetic phenotypes. We have not scientifically constructed a diet for us like other groups have. And this is why we continuously get sick. This plant-based diet is something new, and it's something we need to try because the other stuff's not working. It's not healing diseases like a black man proved in court. But notice I didn't bring up Dr. Saber the whole debate. All I did was bring up science. Because people say Dr. Saber pseudoscience, I'm gonna just bring what the white folks telling you. And the white folks is jumping on this vibe for a reason. Because they know the deal. All right, it's niggas still eating this messed up shit. People always want to make fun. All the white folks are eating vegan now. You know what I'm saying? But it's niggas still eating the ass of a pig that's feces infested. It's niggas still drinking cow pus that has blood, feces, and mucus in it. All right, it's niggas who are still eating all this horrific food, clogging our arteries, stopping our blood flow to our brains so we can't focus. All right, so we're sluggish and tired. The itis. That's what niggas talk about, the itis. You're not supposed to get the itis after you eat food. Food's supposed to give you energy. If you eat something and it's putting you to sleep or it's knocking you out, that's poison. That's why we have no energy. That's why we can't get nowhere, because we're sluggish. Eating these things that are weighing us down. Like I said, the body's not meant to consume this type of stuff, man. You can look at what nature gave you. If you're supposed to eat meat, go out and kill it like you're supposed to and hunt it down like an actual meat eater does. But that's not you. That's not in your nature. You know what I mean? So I don't understand where this is coming from. Like I said, I know this is new thought. This is something new. I'm going against the grain. Everybody here eats meat. for the most part, except for me. You know what I mean? So we're already accustomed to something. I'm going against the grain. I ain't got no problem with it. This is new information. This is new territory, and a lot of us haven't explored it yet. We're arguing on things we haven't even explored. Like I said, I've been on both sides. Had the meat, had the plant based. There's no comparison, and most people would tell you that, except for the small percentage who does it the wrong way. You can get all the nutrients from a vegan diet, as I've shown already. The iron sources, the calcium, the vitamin D, the B12. All of that can be consumed through plants and diet without the heavy, without the weight of the flesh weighing your body down. Sea moss has 92 of the 105 minerals that the body needs. That's a seaweed. That's a plant. The most nutrient dense piece of edible material on the planet is a seaweed, which is sea moss. You know what I mean? So I mean, like I said, to think that you need meat to survive, that's false. Plenty of studies saying you don't need meat to survive, and plant-based is you're going to use that when you got to fix what the meat did to your body. When the meat fucks you up and gives you the ulcers, the diabetes, the prostate cancer, which I've proven, or which I've shown studies that have backed what I've set up, you're going to go to the plant-based to clean it up. You're going to go to the plant-based to fix what the meat did. I don't know what he's saying, that you can't make it on the vegan diet. That's false. Plenty of people have been doing it. Like I said, it came out in the 1940s. The study's been here. So people have been living, and they have been living very healthy lives as a plant-based. You can't say you're not going to make it, as it's to a sense a plant-based diet. You're not going to make it. What is that? You're not going to make it eating this crap. Eating this feces-infested, disease-ridden animal flesh that sits in your body for 24 to 72 hours. You know, that's where the fat comes from. You know what I mean? So, I mean, look, black people, we've been eating the same thing in this country for the past 400, 500 years, and we still have the worst health out of everybody. Why is that? Put two and two together, man. Fruits and vegetables are your friends. And you can get it in, you know, you can take supplements if you want. You got to see, meat eaters got to take supplements. That's the crazy part. People are always saying if you plant-based, you got to take all these supplements. The meat eaters are taking the supplements. What are you guys talking about? It's the meat eaters who are taking all these extra supplements. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do all that plant-based, man. Nature gives you everything. So like I said, man, I know most of you guys are meat eaters. This is new information. But you're gonna have to try it before you knock it. That's the thing. Meat eaters always going against plant-based. They never tried it. That kills me. You never even try. People, and this is not this debate. It's on daily. People who never tried the plant-based diet talking against it, despite the information out there showing the benefits of it. That's the crazy part to me. But when the plant-based tell you that who used to eat meat for all their lives, hey, you should try this. Oh, we can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, damn, nigga, try it first. So to the audience, I'm just saying, you guys try it, man, and let me know the results.
All right. That's going to be time. 7 minutes on the clock. Brother Fantastic, you are up, sir. Closing statements.
All righty. My opponent has brought a lot of data and science and articles and things, but again, like I said, that is minuscule compared to all of the counter data, studies, science for the traditional diet. When I say traditional diet, I'm speaking in reference to, again, the classification of organisms that humans are put in, and we are taught since elementary school. Human beings are omnivores, meaning that they can eat and digest everything from meats to vegetables to grains and several other things in between. When we talk about the life expectancy, longevity, and all these other things, as I said, when I say you're not going to make it, again, I promise you, there's a reason why the top athletes in the world, your LeBron Jameses, your Patrick Mahomes, your all these other people are not the majority vegan. Your body cannot maintain, I'll tell you again, zinc, B vitamins, calcium, iron, magnesium, and vitamin D. You are not going to be able to get the amount of nutrients you need to get through supplementations and vegetables alone. Okay, those are the most important minerals and vitamins. Okay, when it comes to high intensity operation of the body. As we know, black men, the same black men that were brought here and used in order to build this country because we, you know what I'm saying, had more testosterone. We were able to work out in the hot sun longer, more muscle mass, all of those things, okay? We had to eat what was made available at us at that time. Though some of those people were our ancestors, and we are still here today. Okay. Of course, I agree with my opponent by all means that as you learn better, you do better and whatnot, and as research comes along. This is what I'm telling you. No matter what amount of research you give, you're never going to disprove the positive effects of, again, a healthy traditional diet of meats that are not hormone fucking induced and infused, are don't not coming from ill prepared, because another big thing too in the carcinogenic aspect of the meat, one of the biggest things we know with black people is black people love barbecue. When you cook barbecue and you char it, it's a lot of the carcinogenic properties come to that. My opponent didn't even mention that, but again, that's something that of course you will leave out because he's telling a half truth but not a whole lot. So what happens in the long term is, and I tried to do this in the rebuttal round or rapid fire round, was tell him it's very, very easy in today's day and age, just like, because I mean, he did it himself. He's advocating that we can't do something that he himself is doing, and that's making what? A major diet change for the betterment of your life, right? So why cannot black people just start eating like Japanese people? We have availability of all the fish, the rice, the vegetables, seaweed, sea moss, whatever it may be that they're doing. And we can add some exercise to that to, again, match up with the people that are living the longest in the world, not the country, not the region, the world. It's very, very easy for me to just stop it right there because, again, let me reiterate to you. My opponent is suggesting that you do a late, mind you, remember, late lifestyle change, because when we talk about cancers and things like that, particularly prostate cancer, which seem to affect black men more than other races. Remember, what do they tell you? It's not normal for a man to get contract prostate cancer before he's even 40. That's the smallest percentage. Then it goes up once you hit in your 50s. And then the majority of the people with prostate cancer are going to be over 65 years old, which we know is what, less than like 10 years left normally on your life expectancy anyway. Okay. But maybe if we did like he said, because if you can make it, he's claiming that you can make it lifelong on a vegan diet, which he's proven is not sustainable, especially if you're going to be the LeBron Jameses and you're going to still dominate these sports in these multi-million and billion-dollar industries of using your physical prowess, your physiological gifts to generate revenue, not just for you, but your people, your community, and bring positive light to the black man. It's not going to work on the vegan diet. Again, I put the link in the chat for you guys. We went for the Carl Lewis thing. Yes, people that try new shit always try to convince you that it's the greatest thing in the world, but they never tell you the motherfucking negatives of it. Okay? The car salesman is not going to tell you. He's going to show you. He's going to talk about how fast it goes, how pretty it looks, the paint, and so on and so forth. But he's not going to tell you about that motherfucking leaking transmission that he knows about and you don't know about. That's the same thing with the vegan diet. It is not sustainable in totality alone, man. This is why they suggest that it's a lifestyle change and not just an initial lifestyle, whole life process. The vegan diet is for you to, again, you can even do better results, but you know what? Shout out to Fasting is Life. Fasting. I didn't even bring that up. I'd save that just for this point. Any and everything that you can get from the vegan diet as far as reversing everything from cancer to diabetes, obesity, all these other things can be achieved even faster, better, and purer through fasting. Look up autophagy. One of the biggest issues that people have is that people eat too much and too often. your bodies don't have enough of a window to not try to break down food and replace the bad cells. Okay, that's what autophagy is. All right. If and when people were more educated as about, the importance of food and using food as a tool versus a comfort versus a substitute for, whatever the ailment may be, all these other things, we'd be much better off. And that's not just black people, that's people in general. But this debate has been a great one, man. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. And that's going to end my time in like 5 more seconds.
Yeah, that's going to be time. And that is going to bring the debate to a close. Good shit, man. I learned some shit tonight up in here. Now what we're going to do, folks, we are going to go to the poll. So, excuse me, folks. If you believe that Brother Ramil won the debate, put an R in the chat. If you believe Brother Fantastic won the debate, put an F in the chat. An R for Brother Ramil, and F for Brother Fantastic. I got to get that Jeopardy music so I can play that shit while the poll is going on. God damn it. Got to get that soundtrack. R, another R.
Hold on,
another R.
That first dude, that Dave Sincere, that's all him. He voted like 4 R's, like the beginning, and he's putting more R's.
Dave Sincere is gonna fuck around and get blocked.
Yeah, I'm timing his ass out. The fuck you doing, bro?
Dave Sincere is gonna fuck around and get blocked.
Yeah, bro. One time, Dave.
Dave, I'm gonna time you out, man. You fucking up, man. You fucking up the count, man. I'm gonna time your ass out.
Ramil got that motherfucking ultimate dick riding defense force, man.
Vote one fucking time, man. Stop fucking around, man. Don't get yourself blocked because you don't want to fucking play fair. F, R, F, the R. It's tight. It's tight.
Man, how many of y'all motherfuckers in here? You got 60 motherfuckers in here. We got like 20 votes.
Yeah, y'all don't be scared, man. Let's just get to it, man. Everybody go ahead and vote, man. Fuck it out. I mean, it's kind of close right now. So let's just go ahead and just, see what it is. Y'all go ahead and vote, man. It is what it is.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We actually tied right now, bro. Real shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Told you it was tight.
Yeah,
told you it's tight.
18 people voted. 18 people voted, man. We got another one. So Ramil in the lead right now.
It is tight. It's a tight one, boy.
God damn. See, god damn it. 62 motherfuckers. Y'all late ass niggas.
Come on, Negroes. Jeez.
Yeah, see, now he brought up a good point, man. See, this all mall guy. How long has all mall guy been here, man?
Now hold on. Now you can't. Hold on, Fantastic. You can't be. You can't be doing that. Hold on, man. You can't be doing it. Come on, dog. Come on, man. You can't. Come on, now, Fantastic. Come on, dog. Like,
what's going on here, man?
I swear to God, hey, man.
What's going on here, bro?
Hey, man. Look. Hey, look. I'm just saying, bro.
What's going on here, man?
It's not what's going on, but I'm not even. Go ahead.
I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you. It is what it is.
It's tight.
He edged me out right here on the last one, bro. Cause like I say, the last one we told motherfuckers to vote.
Like I said, man. All right, well, look, man.
It's looking like Ramil edged it out.
Call it up, man. Yeah, fantastic. Man. You're a little bit too cocky, brother. You're a little bit too cocky, brother. The information, information is here, man. Like I'm saying, this meat thing is getting old, man. People don't want this crap no more, dog. Like, fantastic. Please try this shit for a week, bro. And you will understand, bro. Like, this ain't you have to try this shit, bro, and see how you feel.
Bro, I done fasted, bro. I fasted up to what I think 4.5, 5 days, bro. So like I said, I've done even deeper than the thing. It's not a problem with trying it. Like I said, I tried it, but it's just not. That's for me, bro. It's just not I can't do it. My body can't. I can't operate normally like that.
But you never tried it though. That's the thing. You can't say that if you never tried it, bro. That's the thing. Yeah, dude. This ain't no joke, bro. You get on this shit, people are feeling way better, dog. This is not no fad. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, people are trying this plant-based diet. You can look on the internet. They're telling you how they're feeling better, bro. This is not no crazy type stuff. That's what I'm trying. People think I'm trying to tell you guys. People, especially black people. This is why in Atlanta this vegan stuff's blowing up. People are feeling better from this shit, man. Like, it's not nothing to play with.
It's looking like Ramil. It's looking like Ramil.
Yeah, man. It's
looking like Ramil.
We definitely have to run that one back, man.
We can run it back, but I'm glad I had a worthy. I'm glad first it was SKC.
Yeah, it was
now
tight,
fantastic.
Man. Tight.
Fantastic was the hardest debate I've ever had.
Oh God.
Tight. Do y'all want to do a recount? Do y'all want to do a revote?
No, he edged it out. He edged me out by by 4 or 5 votes.
Yeah, I think he got you by about 3.
Yeah, some shit
I
like that.
think he got you by about.
Kind of like 4, but it is what it is.
Ramil pulls another one out, man. Brother Ramil has to pull another one out. Team Fantastic takes its first L on the T.P.O.T.
Man, yeah.
First L.
Yeah, man. You gotta understand, man. The debate's won for you step in the ring, baby. I try to tell these brothers, man. But shit, like Muhammad Ali. The fight is won before you step in the ring, baby.
Oh man.
All right, this is what we're going to do. I don't know what you brothers look like on time. What you look like on time? Because y'all know we usually take some questions at the end. What y'all look like on time?
I'm good. I'll stick around. I'm Gucci right now. I got a few minutes.
Well, y'all know that I'm fucked up on the super chats because they done demonetized my shit. So if you want to ask questions, those questions have to be cashed apt. This is how we're going to do it. You have to send your Cash App, and on your Cash App, say, ask my question. Put your question in the chat, and I will put it on the big board. That is how we're going to do it. We're not going to change the rules because fucking YouTube is stuck a knife in my goddamn kidney. All right? So if you want to ask a question, send a Cash App. Say, ask a question on your Cash App. You know, that little spot where it says 4 on it. Put ask my question and then put your question on the board and I will bring it up on the big board. All right. All right. So shoot them up. I'm holding my phone. I'm waiting for them to come through.
Cool. Like I said, man, I had to go against the grain. Shout out to Fantastic, man. Very worthy, opponent, but she was crazy. She was actually very close, man. She was actually very wild, man. She was very, very close.
Yes, very tight. Very, very one of the tighter debates ever. Very tight, man. Very tight.
Yeah, but like I said, man,
go back in. Go ahead, brother Ramil.
Like I said, the rave is not for no reason, man. Like I said, people It's the rave not for no reason. It's not a fad. All right, people are like I said. I hate to beat a dead horse, but people are doing this and they're literally changing their lives, man. Go on YouTube, Google plant-based reversal disease testimonials. People who literally cholesterol levels going lower, cancer going into remission. Like this is a real life thing. And now when I say black men need to try this, I'm coming at this from like a saving lives standpoint. All jokes aside, like this is literally saving lives. And that's why I don't talk about it that much on my channel because I know niggas love to eat their steak. But I'm saying it's something it's worth looking into, man. Especially if you got something going on with you right now, of health wise. Of course, go see a doctor, but also this plant based diet is nothing to play with, man. People getting on this joint feeling better. My own brother has sickle cell, man. The temporary times he tried the shit and took the herbs, nigga felt 100% better. He just don't got the discipline to keep the shit going. So, I just think that black men need to look at this, man. Seriously.
Well, I guess y'all don't got no questions because I ain't heard. I don't see my damn Cash App going off. Y'all must not have any questions. And see, Dave, you done fucked around and let the bot get you. See, the bot done got tired of you. And now the bot's blocking you. See what's going on here, Dave? Do you see what's going on here? Brother, do you see what's going on? You messed around and let the robot get you.
So damn, X, what was the reason they gave you for fucking demonetizing?
Oh yeah.
They said that. Well, they gave me a couple reasons because, like I said, they've been fucking with me ever since the whole month of June. They pulled a couple, well, actually more than a couple. They pulled like 3 of my videos down, and they said that they violated YouTube's community policy. Now, mind you, one of those videos was from 2016. The other ones were from 2017. So they've been going into my old shit, fucking with me. Now, they told me that the reason why they're demonetizing my channel is because they said that I have videos that repurpose other people's content. But I don't know what the fuck they're talking about because I've never used somebody's content without asking them. Anybody shit I've ever used, I've asked them. And I haven't did that in a while. I mean, I haven't. The last person's content I used as part of my video was Q Butters, and me and Q Butter, we tight. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. And that was like damn near 2 years ago. And they're telling me that, oh, you some of your videos repurpose, other people's content. So they demonetized my shit. They took my super chats. They took my, my AdSense, all that shit. They took it. I mean, I don't make a lot of money off of AdSense anyway, but I know that people like the super chat and shit. But, once they take your monetization, they take all of it. So they're going to let me apply back for it in 30 days. They did this to me before. They took it for pretty much the same reason. It was actually the identical reason. They took it about 6 months ago. They let me reapply and I got it back. So, I mean, what they've been doing to me, they've been penalizing me for old shit. They've been going back, man, fucking with me over videos that I made in 2015. They haven't messed with none of the new shit. The new shit, they don't fuck with. But my old shit, you know how you get those emails, they're like, oh, this video violates this video violates that. And when I pull up the video, I'm like, damn, I did that video in 2015. I did that video in 2017.
So it wasn't like hate speech or nothing. It was just based on like they talking about you plagiarized, not plagiarized, but took somebody else's work or something.
Copyright shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what they're saying. And I look back, I go look back into my shit, man. They must be talking about old shit. They talking about old shit, but like I said, they've been fucking with me the whole month of June. They took the videos, just removed them completely. Just removed them. Those videos they took down because they said one of them was hate speech. The other one was I went against community guidelines because I was saying some shit that offended a protected group, you know, just crazy shit, man. And y'all know I'm not even that type of dude. I don't even go in hard like that. And they just been fucking with me, man, the whole month of June. And fucking the first day of fucking July, I look at my email and they say my shit done been demonetized. So, I mean, they didn't start fucking with me till I hit 3,000 subscribers. I mean, I've my channel this time last year, I think I had 900 subscribers. So, you know, I've jumped like 2,000 subscribers in like the last year. You know what I'm saying? And ever since I got to like 3,000 subscribers, they've been fucking with me. I mean, I don't know why. I haven't been doing anything different. I do the same shit for the last 6 months. What I've been doing primarily is debates. That's it. That's what I've been doing. And they just been fucking with me. And I guess they finally found something that they said, well, we're going to take this Negro's money from them. We ain't going to let them do no super chats. We ain't going to let them do nothing. I know the next step, they just going to take my channel down. That's why I just go ahead, you know, every video I do.
But did they do the three? They did it. So they did it like they still did it like on the strike basis, or did they just come all at once?
Well, they didn't give me a strike. I didn't get a strike this time. I got a strike. I got a strike a couple months ago, and they wouldn't let me live stream or nothing. And that was I had a video called "So You Hate White People," right? And they struck me. They struck me on some community guideline shit, and I couldn't, you know, I couldn't stream, I couldn't do shit, couldn't do nothing. So they let me go. After that, I guess it was like 30 days or whatever. Came back, and I've been rocking out ever since. But I mean, I haven't done anything different in the last few months. Like I said, the last 5-6 months, primarily what I do on the channel is debates. I mean, what the fuck could I have done, you know, between then and now is nothing. Like I said, every fucking email I get about a problem with a video is some shit I did 5 years ago. It's some shit I did 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I never get any smoke from anything I've done recently. All the titles that they've been fucking with are old. I told you, some of them are like 5 years old from like 2015 when I first got on fucking YouTube. So I don't know what's going on. I guess they're going through my shit and you know, backdating. I guess they doing like they doing now. You see how they going back to people who got killed by the police 2 years ago, and they pulling up the videos and now they locking them up and they investigating them and shit. They doing the same shit to me. They going to my old shit, you know, looking it up and then investigating it, and now they penalizing me and shit. I don't know what they doing, man. I don't know. Yeah, they've been fucking with me the whole month of June. Whole month of June, man. But you know, back in the day, I mean, you know, I was coming hard, boy. And old shit, the 2015, 2016 shit. I was coming hard, man. But why now? Why fuck with?
That's what I'm saying. All my old material, I put that joint on Patreon. If my old material's up, it'll be over with. Like all that old, like 2016, when YouTube, it was no censorship. Niggas was just
yeah.
This is acting a fool.
Yeah, now they digging that old shit up, man, and they're penalizing you for it. So, I mean, I have a backup channel anyway. So I'm assuming that the next step, as much as they've been fucked with me the last 30 to 40 days, I'm assuming the next step is they just gonna take my shit down. So I'm kind of prepared for that. You know, I download all my videos. I got copies of all my shit. So, you know, if they do that, I'm just gonna fall back on the backup channel, and I'll just have to be a little wary about what I upload, you know. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, I know they're not coming down on me for the debates, because the debates, I don't use nobody's fucking material. You know, I just got brothers up here chopping it up for the most part, going mano a mano. So it can't be the shit I'm doing recently, man. They fuck with me some old ancient shit that I done forgot I even did. You know, they fuck with me with those, because when they, you know, you get the email, you look at the title, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I did do that back in 2016. You know, a lot of those videos I forgot I even did, man. I forgot them motherfuckers was in my archives. But
yeah, they did the same shit to me, but they didn't take the video down. been restricting your shit to what you call like 18 and above, like
age is restricted.
Yeah, man. So I got I hate that.
I don't know.
Bullshit though, man. I hate that shit.
Yeah, man. I didn't have these problems when my channel was smaller. When I only had like 500-600 subscribers, you know, nobody fuck with anything. My shit was just up there. Since I done got a few thousand, now I'm getting fucked with, because like I said, they did this shit to me before. You know, they just took my monetization, but they gave it back. They gave it back. I just got this shit in the in my email was this morning. I checked my Gmail this morning, and it was like, oh, we taking your monetization for X, Y, and Z. I'm like, what? And underneath that, they got another video from 2017 that they took down. Like, what the fuck?
That's why I be taking. That's why I don't leave a lot of stuff up, man. Sometimes, you know, the more your channel grows, the less you have to. You gotta play. You gotta like play this shit like a, you know. We gotta play with it, man. You can't be letting people catch you, man. Like, the more you grow, the more cautious you gotta be.
I'm saying this shit now.
Oh, you can kiss my ass like now, man. Don't be going back some shit I did 5-6 years ago, and now you want to fucking penalize me now. The fucking video's been up for fucking 5-6 years. You know, it's not like you're penalizing me for something I did last night, last week, last month. I mean, come on, man. You penalized me for something I did 6 fucking years ago, 5 years ago. It's been up all this time. It's never been a problem. Now you digging through my shit talking about, oh, this shit you did 5 years ago is bad. Like, oh, man, come on, man. Fuck out of here. I ain't feeling it, man. I'm not.
Y'all know the world we live in.
I ain't taking them down. Yeah. Go ahead.
Anybody get any questions yet?
Yeah, no. I don't see no questions, because if y'all don't ask the brothers no questions, I'm going to let them go. I'm not going to keep them up here for nothing. So if y'all don't got no questions, I'm going to let the brothers go. I'm going to let them go. I'm going to let them go. Yeah, so that's what's going on, man. So, you know, like I said, I know the next step, they're just gonna go ahead and hammer my shit down. I'm waiting on that email. That should be coming any time now. So I'm geared up for that. So I just been downloading my shit, you know, downloading everything. And, you know, I have a digital library because I got 400 and some videos up. So, you know, they take my channel, they take all my shit. So I make sure I download everything. After every stream, I download it, you know, because I'm expecting it. I'm expecting to pull my shit up, and it's just gonna be a blank screen. This channel has been removed for violating X, Y, and Z fucking whatevers. So there it is, man. There it is. But you know, this is YouTube, man. So it's to be expected, man, for them to freaking, you know, do some shit, man. It was when I was a small channel, I never had these kind of problems, man. I didn't start getting problems with YouTube till I got to like 2,000. When I got to like 2,000 subscribers, that's when the shit started. That's when it started. You know, but it don't look like nobody gonna ask y'all no questions, man. So, you know, if y'all want to roll out, man, I appreciate it. Good fucking debate, man. It was tight. 2 of the best debaters in the fucking league right here. This was a super match, you know, and I look forward to the next one, man. I look forward to the next super match.
We definitely got to run that back, man. I don't know.
Hey, I'm down. We do a part 2. I know Fantastic not going. I know he's not.
Hey, man.
I mean, I'll just say this, man. Shout out to the debate. Very worthy opponent. Seriously, very challenging debate. Like I said, man, the war is won before I came in, dog. Like, you have to understand, bro. I came in with them sources and stuff, dog. You kind of came in kind of empty-handed. I ain't gonna stunt, you know. So
you know, I've been getting
but for real though, this is my hard. This is my hardest debate, though. Seriously.
I've been getting emails and shit. Motherfuckers been accusing me of rigging the fucking debates for brother Ramil and shit. Oh man,
that's why. That's another reason why I didn't want to. That's why I didn't want to come.
fuck?
That's another reason why
Go
I've been
ahead.
saying I'm gonna stop doing these debates. I'm tired of people saying that too, man. Like I didn't even. This is not my audience. I didn't share the stream. I didn't do anything. I come on this debate just whoever shows up because I don't want people saying this bias or any of that shit, dude. Like,
Oh man,
I mean,
yeah, ain't no shit like that, man. It's what it's
no,
good.
not you, fan. I'm just saying, but that's been said in the past, like when it came to these debates, man. Like,
That's what losers say, man. Losers make excuses.
like, it is what it is.
It's not rigged, folks.
It is what it is, though, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and hop up.
Everybody gets aqua tui. All right, brother. Fantastic. I appreciate it, brother. Good shit tonight.
All right, brother. All right, peace out, brother. All right, yeah. Thanks for having me, X, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Great debate.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you, brother. Always, man. Always.
Yeah, and
brother.
it's not rigged, guys. Like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah. Get over it. Peace, brother.
All right, peace out, man.
Bye. Yeah, man. Good shit tonight, man. You know, let me turn my camera on and shit. Good shit tonight, folks. That was a tough one, man. It was tight, man. That was very, very tight. Very, very good. Those are two of the heavy hitters in the league. Brother Fantastic and Brother Ramil, man, they are, you know, they two of the best debaters up in this league, man. So, you know, I expected it to be kind of tight, man. I expected it to be pretty close, man. But y'all say Brother Ramil got it. So there it is. I don't second guess y'all, man. What y'all say, if y'all say whoever y'all say won, that's who won. That's why I go with. I rely on my audience. Y'all do the polling. Y'all watch the debate. So what y'all say, that's what it is. But do a little programming notes before we get out of here. Tomorrow, we have another good debate going on because tomorrow, Brother M.O.T. will be in the house. Y'all know that usually we do DXL, but tomorrow we got another good debate coming your way. Brother M.O.T. and he'll be throwing down against Brother Trey, the NBD, and they will be debating what's the best way for black folks to deal with bad police policy. Now, Brother M.O.T. said deal with the policy. Brother Trey says the best way to deal with it is to get out of Dodge, leave the environment. So make sure you're here tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time on the T.P.O.T. YouTube page, and come in for that. Like I said at the top of the show, next week, y'all remember this fella here? We did a stream about this brother here. This is Mr. Calvin Dupe Munnerlin. He was killed. He was killed May 1st. He was a security guard at the Family Dollar and got into a civil altercation with two women at the Family Dollar about not wearing a mask. The women left, came back 20 minutes later, Calvin. And from what I understand, well, y'all was here that night that we did it. This was a good dude, man. He was everything that people try to get brothers to be. He was a father. He was a mentor. He was a coach. He also played the role as father for hood. He was a community man. He was about his community, and he ended up getting murdered over the fact that he told two women to put a mask on before they came into the establishment. They went home and came back with two other brothers, and they shot Brother Munnerlin. So I will have his widow on the T.P.O.T. YouTube page next week. I'm thinking Tuesday. It's looking like might be Monday, but I'm thinking it's Tuesday. I got to wait for her to get back in contact with me. So I'm going to bring her to y'all and Let her tell the brother's story, man. You know, we're going to do that because that's what we do here. All right. But yeah, that's what we got going on for y'all. We might have a debate Friday night as well. Because I told y'all we got Team J Shine versus Team BMT. That debate is in the works. I don't know if we're going to do it Friday night. Actually, I had scheduled it for Saturday. Then I remembered I had to hit him up because I had to know that Saturday, I had forgot that Saturday was the 4th of July. So I got to be with the grandkids and my wife and everybody going to be cooking, and I got to shoot some damn fireworks all. For the grandkids. So I don't know. We might do one Friday. It's a possibility, but if we don't, we're going to do that debate on Wednesday. And then Thursday, like I told y'all earlier, we're going to have Brother Faulkner on and a few other good guests, some surprise guests that I'm not going to tell y'all about. We're going to do that next Thursday on DXL. All right. So that's what we got going on. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, man. Good debate tonight, man. Good damn debate, man. Two of the heavy hitters tonight, man. Doing their thing, man. I appreciate both of them young fellas, man. And positively do appreciate all these good folks. We're over here. The people in the old T.P.O.T chat room. I appreciate all of y'all, man. My moderators doing what they got to do, man. As always, but most importantly, man, hanging out with us, man, spending some time with us, watching us, man. It is always a good thing, man, to be up here, man, with you good folks, man. Y'all know it is, man, and I don't say it to stroke you. I say it because I mean it. And I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Like I said, y'all, they have been fuck with me, man, for like the past 30, 40 days. I don't know what it's going to be as far as my channel is concerned, man, but y'all know even if they take it down, I will be back. Because like I said, I have a backup channel. So don't worry about that. We're going to continue to be running these hours of powers, man, because I know this is what y'all like to see, man. All right. So don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. All right. So I'm going to run these bullshit commercials. And on the other side of it, we're going to close out, y'all.
Open your mind.
Hey guys, T.P.O.T. on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But you knew that already.
No, this shit ain't working.
Peace, folks. This is Teacher Tanisha. You're listening to the T.P.O.T. Media YouTube page. Now back to the show.
Yeah. So get on down there, man. Check out all of our social media platforms. Like, share, subscribe, follow, post, do what you like. Because if you don't, I will haunt your old black ass mama in her dreams. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. So once again, man, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, man. Special shout out, man, to my debaters, brother Fantastic, brother Ramil. If you're not already subscribe to these brothers' channels, go on down there and subscribe to their channels, man. And a big shout out to my timekeeper, my damn self. Yeah, but man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. It's always a pleasure, man. It's always good to be here, man, with you good folks, man. I can't say that shit enough, man. The only people, man, that I'm willing to freaking stay up late for. You know what I mean? But I will see you dudes and dudettes tomorrow. All right. All right. So with that, I will leave you with 3 words. You know, like I always do.
Open your mind, your mind, your mind.
Peace, folks.
So, a community is where you control your power, you control your education, you control your power. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Well, what a group that said, yeah. Oh, well, my cousin, he's a multi-millionaire, almost got $1 billion. 3 PhDs, working on 2 more. Y'all go and it's Rolls Royce. Enjoy yourself. And sorry to look to the mirror and see this top off, flashing light. Squeeze the steering wheel, man. Heartbeat fast. But he knows the price of a Negro when it currency. And it was that top off passing by. He said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place. That big folks that you can't get away from this university. They wasn't coming after you. But all your failures, your Rolls Royce, your PhD, didn't help. That's the truth. Why do you think you never pick up a paper straight? Over and over, white families, thousands of white cops in America. Why don't you see white girls cry? It's like, oh, God, my love one funny. I put the back of the head. Why do you think? Like, I'm the one. Make it more spiritual. Make it better. No. They got enough sense to know that white people don't read it. Yes, I was talking on this hood. Was we decide we were not. Now, if we were organized, which is hard to organize people, well, if this was fundraising, you don't know you. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and we said, look, we said, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, at any time a cop or anybody carry a gun have to have a license to make you drive a car. And if you use it wrong, then you lose your license. And if you go to jail, you can never work again as a cop, or store boy, or some private detective. Now, how do you get Congress to protect you? You take your economic power, and you call on your friends, black, white, young, and old. You say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, we call it a nationwide boycott of Christmas and the start on Thanksgiving. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's all year. Those money just for Christmas. Huh? Well, what happened now? Huh? Like they got noise, cheers over, restaurants. They will get all they got to do is make one phone call and hit Harry, Senator. I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's economic. It's acceptable. But we have the power with the system that wiped us out so bad.
Join the league. Join the league.